Oh, man.
Hello, world. Welcome to Arcade Insiders. We did it.
We pushed the buttons again, Paul. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us on another late Thursday night. I'm almost better. I can breathe in short spurts. So
Yeah, it was pretty rough last time. Now I got whatever it is, and I'm going to be probably letting everybody else talk tonight because it's it's hitting me. One of my kids gave it to me, I'm sure. So
that's the worst, absolute worst. How do we sound, everybody? I think every week we get a new feedback on his mic's too hot, his mic's too cold, that porridge is just right. So if you got any call outs on the audio, speak now or shut up.
Just sounds good on my end. Sounds good here. So you guys let us know. I'm going to roll through the chat quickly and see who has joined us. Steve Sale was first up tonight. Hi, chat, and other people who might be creating content from time to time.
Beautiful. Welcome, Steve.
And let's see. Our moderator, Josh, is in the house. And our other moderator, David, is also in the house. I saw him somewhere, so I'll point him out in just a second. Man, we've got
Israel
a whole crew
Gaming.
Now. Yeah. End of line is here. Good to see you. Got the corner cage in the house.
Oh, LFG, let's freaking go.
Love it. Yep.
He's
Love
confirmed.
It. Good to see you, Danny. Dark Tech Kelly. Good evening to you,
Beautiful.
Sir.
Let's go. Good evening.
This is the one I have to let you pronounce every time.
Oh, my cock still hurts. We made it.
Still. It's a condition.
Still. Get that checked, my brother.
The historian, David, our other moderator, is also in the house. Glad to see him here, as always. He put up a link to the official subreddit, which has, I would say, not the amount of content you're probably used to seeing because it's all copied from other subreddits for right now. But maybe at some point we'll actually grow that into its own thing. If not, feel free to just check it out.
I'm just glad we have an adult on the channel now, Paul. That's a big improvement for us.
Finally. It's taken a while. Jim the Pacers fan is here.
What up, brother?
CPM Audio, who has been sick all week.
I feel you right there.
We all feel that. Yeah. Actually, David is not here. I just learned that. That's breaking news. Provolone Joe, give us a Toy Fair buzz.
It's coming up.
Man, that won't happen tonight.
And that's all we can talk about. Yeah, Toy Fair. It's right around the corner.
Saturday is when you'll get the Toy Fair. Well, so I've heard all the news you can handle. I actually don't know how it's going to be sent out into the world, though. Is it who's covering it? I don't even know who's there.
Well, I just want to see will there be Pac-Man this year?
The disappointment would be real if there wasn't.
The universe would come crumbling down.
I feel like you're gonna have some hand in that. I'm just gonna say that.
Man, if I could get Pac-Man, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, you did say before it's Pac-Man and then everything else, sales-wise, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You sell Pac-Man, and then there's random goodies that you can do on the side if you sell enough Pac-Man. That's the way the business works.
So really, we just all need to be rooting for Pac-Man's success.
If you haven't bought Pac-Man in the past 5 years, buy a new one.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Oh, man.
All right. I think we're about caught up.
That did not take long.
No, and I'm sure we'll have some people.
Is Kevin doing on the location reporting? I didn't do. I had an offer to go out. Basic Fun asked if I wanted to fly out and sit in the skybox, but it's just scheduling. Couldn't make it work this year. I already used up all my wife's personal time away from work to go do other business travel. So I'm hoping next year. I told Paul. I said, we've got an open invite. If we want, we could do the show from their skybox at Toy Fair. So maybe next year will be that legit.
I'm planning on doing it. It's not that far from where I live. It's more of a haul for you, but yeah, I'm down for that.
Just the other side of the country. It's no big deal.
Yeah, that little thing. Actually, do you fly right into LaGuardia? Where do you?
Oh,
where would you go?
I have no idea what I would do.
You haven't even haven't
even really thought about it. Yeah, it sounds terrible. Either way, just going to New York sounds terrible.
I mean, it's a thing, that's for sure. It depends, though. Toy Fair is always in February. February is always miserable in New York, and I hate it. I don't know why they do that every single year. It's miserable walking around. Some years the snow is just so stupid high on the sidewalks. They have nowhere to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's miserable. Anyway.
Well, now you got the big piles of garbage everywhere. I don't know.
No, that's San Francisco, I think. I don't know. No. We probably don't have anybody watching us from from anywhere in California anyway. So
No, they're much too cool for us.
drop us another teaser, Arcade Blown Up Official. That has been the buzz this week. That little teaser image they put out there of an undisclosed cabinet shape and colors that may or may not be indicative of something they're doing.
What?
Well, I don't know.
I didn't see this.
I don't know. Yeah.
What was it supposed to be? Do we know? What do we
Well,
think
there's been guesses all over the place, and since I don't know most of what they're bringing, I don't know who's been close. I have an idea, but I don't know. The cabinet shape looked, I'd say, vaguely Midway-esque, but I wouldn't bank on it being a Midway cabinet.
Okay.
The colors were, I think, blue and yellow, which gave me some ideas, but I don't know.
You should find a picture of it and pull it up. I honestly haven't seen it. I try to stay away from all the written stuff. That's where the mean words come out, and I like to have a positive day. So
There are lots of words. Plus, you might have to read.
I'm not very. I need it to read to me. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna let either Josh or David, if they're quick on their keyboards, want to try and find that, and throw it in the chat there. We'll. It's been on Facebook and a couple other spots, I think.
That's right, Josh Dendy. Reading does equal bad. BAD bad.
You know, he works with school kids a lot, so as long as they never watch the show.
I hope not.
You know, okay, so this is the right attitude, I think. Gotta admit, teasers are fun. I like it too, as long as, see, the problem is it used to be teasers that went nowhere. They would tease us about something and be like, I don't know, do you guys like, shooting games with houses that are dead? And it would be like,
well, then you're going to love Pac-Man 45th anniversary.
Exactly. So every time it was like, oh, come on, this isn't fun anymore because he never delivered on any of it. It's not really a tease. It's just, kind of being whatever.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see what it is. I literally haven't looked at it. I look at this stuff all day for a job. Like, it's the last thing I'm searching for in my off hours.
I can't say I blame you. It looks like Midway, yes, just like their MK2 shape. Maybe, yeah, like a deluxe size, like with no no
Houses
base.
that are dead. You got it, Burnt Orange.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else on the fly. You get what you get. Speaking of which, Burnt Orange had, I don't know, could have been the very first WrestleFest Supreme sort of unboxing assembly video that I've seen. And that was really cool. Yeah, so got that up this week from Sam's, and it was neat. There's a couple pluses, minuses, whatever. I think the big misses, the takeaways that I got from the video, they of course don't have Wi-Fi, and they did not have lighting on the coin door, which I was kind of surprised by. Like if you look behind me, you can see lighting on the coin. Little detail, just two little LEDs, whatever.
I like to call out the one player or the 2-player coin door on a 4-player arcade.
Well, there is. Yeah, I mean there is that. Yeah.
You should if you've got the link for his or for the video, you should drop it in the comments, and then we can get over to it at some point.
Yeah, we'll see if
support our fellow YouTubers.
We'll see if Josh or David can dig those up. I think they're probably still looking for some of that stuff now. Well, David's not. He's busy telling me it's Moon Patrol, but just kidding.
Moon Patrol. What up, Biggie D?
Oh man, Biggie D's here. Good to see you. Nice. A Stupid Fat Hobbit is here, and he also says Midway shape. So yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I think we can probably let you answer this, Kevin. I think we have an idea on that.
Oh, yeah, I think we do.
Yeah. But we can't answer it. We know the answer. We just can't say. That's always good.
I literally called my people today. I'm like, am I allowed to say anything about Toy Fair? Like, nope, sure can't. Like, all right, cool. Talk about it later.
That's great. Yeah.
They like their surprises, man. Let them do their build up. Let them do their teaser, and then let's get excited.
Yeah. No, I don't blame them. So Josh put a link in the comment section there about the teaser post. So see if you guys can open that and check it out. And Let's see. Yeah. You seeing it?
Well, I can't really copy and paste.
Oh, you can't do it from the
section.
So. Oh, okay.
I'm not tech savvy like you kids.
See, I have a separate screen with a live feed going, and I can open it from there. But, well, I'll tell you what I will do. Let's see. I can. This is like on the fly stuff. If one of our mods wants to throw it in the private chat, I'll grab it from there, and then I can pull it up on screen. I can do that too. But anyway, yeah. So that's been the talk of the week. Is the teaser that came out. And of course, even if we knew what it was, we couldn't talk about it anyway. I mean, we could talk about it, but
we can speculate.
It's not a speculation show. We've always said that.
Yeah, but this is the one thing you're allowed to speculate.
Oh, well, that's true.
Because it's like the intention of the teaser is speculation, right? So
that is true.
So this is just playing along. This is just enjoying the ride.
Yeah, that's fair. So Biggie, we were just talking about that. I don't know who's going to be there. I know of at least a couple people that were invited that are not going. I don't know if anyone received an invite that is going and just hasn't talked about it yet. I think they'd be promoting it, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I'll try to get some either like pictures or little videos or something from it from the people there, but we'll see.
Yeah. I had suspected that they, and I could be totally wrong because I haven't heard from them directly. I had suspected maybe they're going to try to work more with like IGN or a CNET or, Toy Book kind of people trying to get it out to sort of mass market, more PR focused stuff, but could be wrong.
It's probably DMAC. DMAC knows.
He doesn't do stuff with Basic Fun. He doesn't. I don't know. Good to see you, Bill. Let me just see if caught up with anything else. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let me see if I can just pull it up here quickly.
Man, Mike Hawkhurst really doesn't like the hearsay. If we take away hearsay, that kills an entire industry.
Harsh.
Of YouTube yappers.
Yeah, seriously. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly pull up this image on screen so we can, there we go. Ta-da!
Oh, I know exactly what that is.
Whether you did or you didn't, that's exactly what you'd say either way.
I know exactly what that is.
I feel like, all right. Tell me this. I feel like the colors could be an accurate hint.
I feel like I'm looking at it and I feel like the color has more to do than the shape. That's my vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my vibe.
On the same page there. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, we beat that non-existent topic to death.
Pac-Man Blue.
Pac-Man Blue. I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've ever heard be produced. Oh, man. Okay. So, all right. Console Fanboy coming in hot with a super chat, and I'm going to not remember to tell anybody about this every time, but thank you for that, Console Fanboy. Yes, we can officially accept super chats, super thanks, memberships, all that cool stuff, but I'm not going to remember to ever mention that. So anyway, thank you. But the question, of course, is if it's not an XL, don't bother releasing it. We all grew up from 3/4. Some of us did, but I guess there's still money to be made in the skinnier cabinets. So there you go.
I think Basic Fun's interested in that larger size. I'm optimistic. They've come up in some conversations. They understand that there's a market for it. It's probably not going to be the same mass. You're not going to get 15 titles a year kind of deal. But I think they're starting to realize that if you do the right titles, a couple a year potentially, that there's probably a market for it. So now it's just a matter of what do they pick, right? So
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Definitely.
Fingers crossed that they heard Qbert.
No. TMNT is interesting. If you combine the colors, you really got to work for that. I saw somebody else, I don't know, I just saw this today on Facebook, that the license changed in terms of like who's got the rights for like, I think it was like action figures and stuff like that. But I don't know if that would affect anything in our world, but I think there's more than one license involved in TMNT.
I think it's a double license too.
Yeah, which always makes it tricky. I don't know if it used to be that way or if that's a newer thing, but I think it's safe to say in general, with prices going up on everything, tariffs, etc., you know, stuff just costs money, and you want to try and bring things in at a certain price point. So I don't know. I think that would be interesting as an XL, like a Supreme cabinet where you have more margins, maybe. But I don't know. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh,
so,
B. Kirby gifted memberships. I've seen this on the interwebs before. I never
look at that. I didn't know we could do that. That's awesome.
Look at that. It's a real thing.
Wow,
Bill, you're the man.
That is so cool.
That's awesome.
I didn't even know that was. I didn't know it was possible. It knows more about this than I do.
All right, that's the show. We're done here. It's only downhill from here. We're just going to talk and sound stupid.
20 memberships. That's nuts. Thank you, Bill. That is very, very cool. Wow.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Oh, and Mike, who, spoiler, is going to be joining us in just a few seconds. Mattel has the TMNT license now. So that'll be interesting. And I think I also just read, this is really outside, but talking about toys in general, I think I read that Hasbro got Voltron, which I'm excited about because I love Voltron. And Hasbro is obviously, they got the resources to do something with that. So I'm hyped about that. There's a Voltron movie on the horizon with Henry Cavill.
Ooh.
I'm in.
Henry Cavill's also really big into Warhammer. If we're going to talk about different IPs,
heard anything about that. I have no idea what that even is talking about. So David's saying there is a precedent. There were 2 Mega Man arcade cabinets produced.
That could be cool.
I can't say I remember either of them or ever having seen them. Interesting. I don't know about that one.
That could be a good time.
Yeah. Well, all right. In any event, so we didn't come here to just kind of speculate, but the other news of the week, maybe arguably the bigger news of the week, is the fact that the iconic arcade Street Fighter II cabinets have officially left the factory.
It's a true story. They did. They did leave the factory. That's not the biggest news. The biggest news is I don't have to give you the updates anymore. You can go get them your damn self. That's the big news. My blood pressure dropped. I slept like a baby.
So that's certainly good news. Now there's a lot surrounding that. There's detail that's coming already, and we're going to talk about that momentarily. I'm going to take that off the screen so that we can hopefully properly introduce our guest for the night. You know him. You love him. It's Mike of all trades.
There he is. What is up, dude? Consumer of protein. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Mo.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I changed it because you were Dr. Kevin, and I was like, oh well, let me not be that. Am I supposed to do some like kind of introduction thing or whatever?
I think that. I mean, who doesn't know you at this point? But at the same time,
you'd be surprised.
I mean, you've been doing this since like 2007 or something. I think I saw.
Yeah, that was right? That was all like when I made the channel. It was old like indie wrestling clips and stuff like that. So I don't think I really started doing YouTube until whenever the heck I bought that Street Fighter cap. So 2020. I mean, we would stick like random video game clips or whatever else with us and the fellas or whatever else, but nothing really. I guess 2020. I don't know.
Well, that's longer than most. And now you've like branched out. You've got 7-Eleven, you've got figures, you've got all kinds of stuff. So maybe just tell people what's going on. We're gonna throw some links in the chat to some of the stuff you're doing, but it's a lot.
Yeah, look at that. I got a shill session. Hold on a second. Yo, somebody dropped them 10 gift subs for the shill session. For those who don't know me, my name is Mike, Mike of all trades, owner of Back Alley 7-Eleven, Figures Mode, wherever you want to find me, chicken wing lover. I make content that I enjoy. I make content when I think it's relevant, and I make content when I don't feel like everybody else and their mom has talked about it. And is it just me tonight? You guys they just get to sit back there? Oh well, hey.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Well, it's just me. So I apologize for your viewing experiences now for anyone who is irked, but It'll be
I don't apologize at all for that.
No, it's a slippery slope. Once you apologize for something, they make you apologize for everything. So we don't do
Yeah, who you
apologies.
telling? Yeah, who you
Yeah.
telling?
I mean,
But thanks.
no, here's the deal. Mike's been supporting our channel, I think, almost, if not since day one, and just kind of like, hey, if you guys need help, you need advice, you offered to be a moderator at one point, the whole thing, and so I've just been really appreciative of that, especially when not everybody is like that. You haven't seen us as any kind of whatever threat or ill intention or anything like that, and I really appreciated that. So, have been wanting to have you on the show for weeks now. It just didn't work schedule wise, or we had other
So,
people, and it was just like whatever. And you had your
so I
computer
built.
going down, the
Yeah,
whole
no.
thing.
So okay. So I kind of built a new PC last week, and my 1200-watt power supply apparently wasn't strong enough for a 9070 XT
That's
because
insane.
you it's so dumb, right? But yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
I did want to see you guys succeed because I had my Dave Chappelle hate because Paul. Listen, Kevin, this isn't towards you. This is
No, it's
all
okay.
Paul. This is all Paul. You don't understand for how many years in Chill and Chills I had to deal with. I need XLs. Mo, this is dumb and whatever else. And I'm like, you know what? You're gonna get your god doggone comeuppance, and you have proved me wrong, and you have succeeded, yo. And that is awesome. What you guys are like legitimately doing. It's unbiased to a point. But I mean, we all have our own bias.
We
But no,
have a stable
legitimately,
bias. We have
yeah,
we have a
yeah, yeah,
transparent
yeah.
bias. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
you need just have a banner at the bottom says warning. This is da, da, da." But no, seriously though, I am happy that you even got started because I used to always be like, dude, well, just talk about it. Go talk about it. Go do something. Talk about it. Even when I got approached 8 months ago by somebody and they were like, yo, they want to do this podcast, and I was like, really? Like, bro, y'all don't want to do that. But no, seriously, it's good to be here. Whoever in the chat hasn't hit the like button, hit the like button, man. And B Kirby, a real one, gifting subs. Mike Hawk
Yeah,
Hurts, you know what I'm saying? Gifting sub. Do like, yo,
awesome.
support the channel. Yeah, and Paul's getting it all. It's not Kevin. Kevin's not he's not the recipient. It's
No.
Paul.
I
Watch.
didn't want to be cheesy
Paul.
about it, but I was like, I already have obviously I have a vested business interest in it, right? Like, I want you to buy every one of the arcades, whether you want it or not. You need a new Pac-Man. Like, I am a professional
Do
shill,
we?
like at the ultimate level. But also Paul's the one who does the work, right? Like, Paul's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
who's embedded in the community. He is the community like yin to my corporate yang, right? Like, there's a reason the channel works. There's kind of a balance. He keeps me honest. I
Please
can't
never
just
say
advertise
corporate.
all.
Never say corporate yang again.
Dude,
Can we
there are
just
worse things that I've
No,
had
no,
to
no, no,
pause on this
no.
show than that.
So
I'm gonna
literally,
clip that?
which was gonna be my next question. What's the rating on this show? Is it PG? Is it rated R? What's the rating?
Oh,
It's definitely not for kids.
you didn't
I
see
think
last week's.
we've
Okay, no, no,
marked
oh
it
no,
for
I lurked
adults.
last week. I lurked. Okay, so all I understood was that Paul, that you are the lower half, and that's anyway. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Dude.
But
You heard it
I
here
am the
first,
one that
folks.
can. I'm gonna have to. There we go. Now I'm on top.
Whoa!
Hey, yo.
That's no better though. Somehow.
All right, so we brought MOAT in as the cameraman. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you.
Anytime.
Well, we officially made it to our rating this week. Didn't take long. We're about
Oh,
Just
20
went
minutes
right past it. Hey, since we are being professional right now, I did what we did get a super chat from Provolone Joe, so I did want to
Yes, thank
say
you. I want to make sure that
shout
got
out,
mentioned.
thanks for that. Always supporting the channel there. There was a real question from Vic Vicious. So I did want to make sure that we acknowledge real questions. When will the Street Fighter cabs be available, or other retailers after the initial pre-orders arrive? So as soon as they arrive, there is a small surplus that arrives at the first shipment. As soon as I have them in stock and the pre-orders go out, they'll be live on Amazon and everything else like right after that. And then they're immediately going to sell out. So get FOMO. If you don't buy one right away, you're going to miss out. Your wife's going to be disappointed in you because you didn't get the cool new machine, and you're going to be a bottom. So make sure you get one right away.
Do you know, Kevin, if that? So there's 2 containers from what we learned today. Do you know if that's the full allotment, or does it sound like there's possibly more after that?
No, that's just the first like production run. There's
Okay.
more coming after that for sure.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Or is there? Maybe there's not. You should definitely buy them the
Well,
first day they're
no.
out, or else you'll be a
Well,
loser.
no. So, yeah, since we're kind of just diving right into that, I'm gonna pull this graphic back up on the screen, and I wanna chat specifically with you, Mike, about your feelings, not so much about what's going on just right now, but sort of your initial thoughts on what John and Iconic and the whole crew there were trying to do with this product, kind of your interest level early on, obviously all the delays and everything else that happened. You sort of, you indicated to me, offline that you kind of were maybe talked out of it or kind of just decided it wasn't maybe right for you based on what was going on. Now you're kind of thinking like, oh, maybe that would have actually been cool to get in on. Tell me your thought process through that and kind of just where you were versus maybe where you are today.
Okay, so when this was first announced, I remember covering everything else, and I was like, "Oh, it's Iconic Arcade." And so anybody who knows about Iconic Arcade knows that there was that whole bad taste in the mouth when they were selling at GameStops when they went down to like 199 and they weren't quality, they weren't this, blah blah blah, yakety smackety. Fast forward, and then you see this out of nowhere, and it's Street Fighter, and you're already pulling at the heartstrings because I love Street Fighter. Y'all can't tell that at all. You can't tell that at all. And then John, John's involved, and at the time, with Media One up and the whole thing, and it was just like, oh, okay, this is cool. Then it was like, oh, we're gonna do Alpha. So you start seeing the games line up, and you're like, okay, this is cool, but you start doing research into Iconic Arcade's other products, and you're just like, well, let's wait and see. And then the pre-orders open, and then I was like, let's wait and see. And then Galactus right there popped up, and I was like, let's wait and see because Galactus was a G. And so, but then it was. I remember hearing it was an interview, and I remember hearing there's going to be extra allotment. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I'll get in when the door opens. Whatever else, right? And as the months and months went on, it was supposed to be what, October. It was supposed to be June, and then October, and then it just went on, right? And as the months and months go on, it's you see this image that was rendered right here, and then you saw a lot of content creators went out to Vegas to check it out, which it looked good. I watched B Kong and To Die For having a freaking nice Guile and Ken matchup on the cabinet. So I'm like, okay, the gameplay is good. Let's be real. Anybody who doesn't think Street Fighter is gonna run is weird. But it ran and it was high level gameplay. And I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I started having the questions everybody else had. There was a content creator I talked to, and they kind of talked me out of it. And I was like, all right, well, they were like, be patient, wait and see. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever else. Yes, I'm weak minded enough to be manipulated. Stop it. And so I started. So then as we go on and on, it became more and more of the questions of, well, what does the UI look like? What does the artwork look like, et cetera, et cetera. And for their part, as far as like the development of the cabinet goes, John and his team listening about the side art for the Street Fighter 2 cabinet, and him saying that they're delaying the cabinet to fix the light bleed from behind the bezels or whatever else. That's a lot of stuff because John bleeds Capcom, and I'm sure he wants this thing to come out as good as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, again, still wait and see, wait and see. I think the only thing that honestly bugs me right now about Iconic Arcade is that there hasn't been any kind of like new video footage or any kind of updates. Yes, there's texts out and messages and updates about the shipping or whatever else. So Kevin, yes, you just said your head doesn't have to explode anymore. But a lot of people sit on the fence because there's nothing to be held on to tangibly. It's the same thing with Arcade One Up announcing the first original cabinets, the Galaga, the Rampage, the 12-in-1, the Street Fighter. And I love Street Fighter, and I saw it. I still didn't pick it up until I was actually able to go into a store and put my hands on it. And then I walked out with it. And a lot of people are like that because you rather be cautious with your money. And especially at the time, it was what? It was $700 for the pre-order,
Yeah.
$799 without a pre-order. That's a
It's
lot.
not
It's not
cheap.
like a lot. No, it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not cheap. That's $800 you could do something with. You know what I mean? And granted, they did the good thing and they dropped it down to 150 for pre-order holders, and that's a good will of faith thing, so people didn't cancel pre-orders wherever else, right? But it's still one of those things where it's like, well, okay, we saw it in the background, we've seen video clips of it, but no one's really seen it. And I think seeing would answer a lot of the curious questions that a lot of people say. So I do want it. Let's just be clear. I'm just being patient and I'm waiting because I'm being cautious. Because listen, I don't know if y'all know this, but statues are expensive. And like Kevin, you play Warhammer, so that's expensive. And the Magic the Gathering bug is starting to bite again, and that's expensive. You got to buy whole booster boxes. So yeah, I'm just saying it's more being cautious than anything else. But that's where my mind sits at with it right now. I don't think John's gonna put out something that's crap. I don't think that's his team because it's your first debut. You only get one shot at a debut. And so I'm sure you want to knock that out of the park so that the rest of the products that could potentially be coming be stellar, or at least up to par.
What are the main things that, since they don't have a real track record, aside from that product you mentioned that was, GameStop, whatever, Canada? In my mind, that doesn't really count. That was kind of a different team working on that. But
Agreed.
what, what are your, and I get completely where you're coming from. I think we were all like that in 2018, 2019 with Arcade One Up. It was sort of like, I don't know what this thing is, but you could see it at Walmart. You kind of be like, oh, okay, I get it. For $2.99, $3.50, whatever, it's kind of worth it. What would be your like maybe top three concerns about something like this sight unseen that you're going to be checking out potentially first if you were ever get one, or if you were watch somebody's video of someone who did get one? What are the things that you're looking for?
I know this is going to sound really funny, really bad because it's older stuff, but I want to see the thing that matters the most is gameplay. So the emulation of the alpha games, you know what I mean? Like that for me is key because if the games don't play well, then you're kind of up
What's
a
the
creek
point?
without a paddle, right? You know what I mean? But again, it's the alpha series, so they should run just fine. It would be that, and then it would be the screen, the monitor. You know what I'm saying? How it looks.
Right.
We're not
Right.
standing at angles; we're standing directly in front of it. You know what I mean? So that, and then I can't say anything about controls because look, I grew up in the '80s and '90s, dude. We played with buttons that barely responded and had sticky crap on it, so I don't really care about that.
That's true.
I'm sorry, like that's always like the most funny thing in the world when people are like,
It
oh, the
was,
buttons suck.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, have you ever been to an arcade? Go to an arcade right now. The buttons suck on a lot of things, dude. Like,
Yes.
come on.
I played my boss in Mortal Kombat over Christmas, and she was like, "I'm gonna really beat you this time, whatever." 'Cause, we're like competitive, and two of my buttons didn't work. So I'm like, I got like a low kick and a high punch and nothing else. And it's like, what? Like, that's how it
That's how it
was.
goes. Yeah,
That's
that's
how it
how it
was.
goes. Like, dude, like you can go to an arcade and like only you're playing Tekken, which is a 4 button game, and one of the buttons, if your left punch don't work, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Especially if
Yeah,
you play
yeah,
King.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you
yeah.
guys suggesting this as like an upgrade? Because people really want the authentic
We need
experience.
the sticky
So
buttons upgrade package.
yeah, should there be
yeah.
should there be like a root beer upgrade that Basic Fun just like pours some on the control board and then like sticks some gum up underneath it real quick?
Look, I'm not saying to do any of that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like it's one of those things. And I even said this about Arcade One Up. It's like we're complaining about buttons, but the buttons improved. In the beginning, yes, the buttons were crap, but they got better down the line. And the thing is, John's already experienced. He has experience with this stuff, experience with buttons, so he knows like this is what it is. I think honestly, the third thing I'm kind of concerned about, and it's only because the way it's supposed to fit, because it's supposed to be 9/10 scale. So because it's flirting with that line of full size. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Yeah.
well, how is this going to measure in with everything else? Do I really care? No, I can press buttons. That's all I would care about. But to a lot of people, it might throw it off. I look at
Yeah.
my NBA Jam and I'm like, dude, this doesn't look good next to X Men. Like 'cause it's like, listen, I
Yeah.
don't care. No matter what they tell you, fellas, size is everything. No matter what they say.
I no, I am 100% there with you. In fact, the very first thing I did when I found out from John what the final width specs were going to be is I measured it against the Golden Tee Midway Mashup Insanity XL cabinet that I had. That was sitting in the corner of my space here, and I'm kind of like, how's it gonna fit? It was not significantly larger or taller. Now that's partly because of the two cabinet shapes being just slightly different designs. But I'm
But
like,
it's girthier, right?
well, but only slightly because of the way that midway shape it. Yeah, don't talk about your growth. So the way the midway control panel. We're gonna have a whole discussion after the show about this, Kevin. The control panel, the deck, whatever you want to call it. Please don't talk about the large deck on the Golden Tee Midway mashup cabinet because it's a Midway style. It's wider than the cabinet itself. If you can understand sort of what I'm talking about, the cheeks push it out slightly. So Shut up, Kevin. So what happens is the actual width of the iconic cabinet, because it doesn't have those cheeks, is pretty darn close. It was within, I think, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So it's actually not bad. And height-wise was very similar as well. So I think it's actually going to work out pretty well for people that are already in the XL ecosystem. If you're putting it in with your 3/4 cabinets on a riser, yeah, that's not going to look great. And I'd
And
be cautious.
yeah, and so that's I guess that would. Oh, sorry.
I mean, okay, so this is a valid point, though, from Bill.
I thought. Sorry,
I just had
that
to,
is not what I thought
I,
you clicked on.
I had to, I had to go there.
But
Both,
I thought
both
you clicked. I thought you
physically
clicked.
and metaphorically, I think that's
Yeah.
correct, actually.
Yeah. Just real fast before you get to that super chat. So when John read the dimensions off, I do have a HS5, so I measured it to my actual cabinet, and it's if the measurements are accurate, it's literally almost full size, and
Wow.
that to me was that's exciting. Again, this is
Yeah,
all
yeah.
stuff that I was like, oh, cool. So it won't look out of place. You know what I mean? Like that's really really freaking awesome. And if
Yeah.
if this thing can deliver 90% of the stuff that Iconic Arcade Media 1% that this thing can do, it does have the potential to be the best cabinet on the market, even though it's Street Fighter. But there's beat 'em ups on there, so yeah, beat 'em ups.
There's a lot on there. I think it's going to be right around 20 titles by the time you get the extra bonus ones.
Right.
Console Fanboy, thank you for the super chat, and he is asking, and thank you for bringing that to my attention, Mike. What artwork are you leaning toward if you're getting one, and are you getting the Han Solo sideshow?
So I'm an OG person. I do like the idea of the poster on the side. You know what I mean? Like my Marvel superheroes. That's how I made it because that's the way I saw it in arcades, and so I like that look. I do love the artwork for Street Fighter Alpha 2 only because that's the poster, but it looks good. But it's just something about that old school like Street Fighter 2, man. That to me with the yellow with the yellow T molding and whatever else do like the trim and that concrete deck. It's just something about that just it tingles me in the inside. You know what I mean? So that would be the one I'm going to. As far as Han Solo goes, yeah, dude, I had to post this in my Discord earlier today when I was talking to my buddy Chim. He's like, I showed him a Dan, a Biki, whatever else, right? And I realized I have 24 things on pre-order from Sideshow. And yeah, so when I say yo, listen, yeah, when I say money is money, we not playing. So
Jeez.
yeah, but that being said, it's a quarter scale, and Hot Toys doesn't make a lot of quarter scale figures, so it's kind of like you kind of have to, and it's an updated mask, and we're doing nerd stuff, talk about Han Solo and Harrison Ford, but it's a new facial scan, it's accurate, rolling eyeballs. I'll just make it short and talk about it. How about that? Yeah, but but
So
yeah,
I
so.
want to bring this up here from Rexer because I don't think it is. I think it's all those things. Honestly, to different people, you're going to have different priorities. I mean, for me, the aesthetic is a big part of it.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't care about the aesthetics. I don't.
but it's got to play well.
But
Obviously,
that, but that's what I'm saying. That's why that was my number one concern. I'm like,
yeah.
how does it emulate? How does it play? It's running on a 2 gig Raspberry Pi 5, so that should be enough to handle it. But then it
Hmm.
becomes, well, why not just go for 4 or 8? And then there's other sketchy questions that I have about that whatever else. But and then other things like, is it going to be weighted down enough? Am I going to have to like put something in the back of the cabinet so it doesn't move? Like I had to do with MVC2. It's just these are the questions that like we don't know, but
Yeah.
it
And you
is what it
said,
is.
did you say, Mike, that you have or had a Shack XL?
No,
I forget.
I was supposed to be getting one and trading for one, and that didn't happen.
It didn't
So
happen. Okay. So
yeah, it didn't
have
happen.
you had any of I'll say the XLs from Arcade One Up to
Had
date?
does KI Pro count?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All
Yeah, does
right.
KI Pro
So,
count? Yeah,
well,
yeah.
okay. So did that one feel, I'll say, like tippy, wobbly, unstable,
Yeah.
whatever?
So that one did not pass the finger test.
Hmm.
The finger test is you take your index finger and you like push on the side, and it tipped a lot. So again, like a lot of the cabinets, like I'll put stuff inside of it, so it's like weighted down a little bit because I'm not rough when I play, but I'm a big boy. You know what I mean? I'm kind of strong. So
Yeah, get into it.
again, that's kind of thing where I'm just kind of like, well, that could also be a thing, which is interesting that they put USB ports on the front because I can see some people hooking up USB to B dongles and then maybe just trying to play from a distance. I know that sounds really weird, but especially with the 4 player games, some people might actually do it. So
Yeah.
again, it's all questionable. It's all but we've got weights. We got weight. Should we have to weigh it down? Hell no. But again, we don't know until it's in hand.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's that's the way you can really look at it.
yeah. There's some unknowns. I think it's safe to say it'll have the largest footprint of any of these home arcade cabinets to date. Whether it's slightly deeper, wider, some of both, whatever.
Yeah.
So that should help a little bit. I always put a subwoofer in the bottom of my cabinets, which adds an extra whatever 10 pounds or so, not a ton.
Right.
But there's stuff you can do. Put kitty litter or sandbags, whatever you want to do if it's really concern. B. Kirby said, he's noting what the dimensions, with those dimensions and the size, the half-inch MDF should be fairly sturdy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the interior build is significantly different than anything else. Like, there's not a whole bunch of like additional internal bracing and stuff like that. That would just add to cost anyway. Now the monitor is wider, even though part of it is hidden by the bezel because it's a 16
Right.
by 9, with the bezel covering it, so it's a 4:3 ratio that you see. I don't know if that would be any heavier by itself, but
I think those massive walls on the side there are going to weigh the thing down just fine. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be heavy when it's all said and done.
yeah, it's not top of my list of concerns, but again, everybody has their own thing. Still the best XL. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
Pac-Man,
mean,
but it was a good XL.
yeah. I mean, you never notice it until you're deep into like a match or whatever else, right? And see how it moves. So
Yeah.
like it's just gonna be a wait and see thing, I guess.
So the other big wait and see that people have talked about the UI stuff like that. I found myself thinking about the UI, and I've had several. You guys are familiar with the company Analog? They make the Analog Pocket, the Mini, the Turbo Duo, stuff like that. It's kind of
Hmm.
like really sort of nicely built consoles. From I'll sort of say like an Apple-ish design aesthetic. They're not cheap. But every year or so they come out with a new analog product. Like Analog 64 was the one they just came out with, but really well designed stuff. Not cheap, very well respected in the gaming community in general. Their UI sucks.
Oh
It
yeah, yeah.
like 8-bit style basic text on a screen. You're not getting any kind of flashy UI at all, and nobody complains about it. Nobody says, "I'm not buying analog because their UI is crap."
Paul, how do you complain about a UI when you just spent 229 on a Pocket or 270 on an HDMI out
Well,
N64?
yeah,
I mean,
there
it's
you
a boutique.
go.
It's a boutique console. You can't complain about that point. It's just like, bro,
I
for
don't
what you paid
know.
for one of those, you could have bought an HDMI to RCA
You could have.
adapter, or
You could
you know what I
have.
mean, and it got a 64 and then got a couple games. So at that point,
Yeah.
it's Echo Smith. I want to be one of the cool kids. You know what I mean? At that point, so
But everybody complain.
I'm just saying.
Everybody's got to find something to complain about, and I've not heard significant complaints in the analog community on the UI specifically. So I find myself thinking, how bad would the iconic UI have to be for that to ruin the experience of the product? Like if everything else was really good, let's say you were like, yeah, okay, actually pretty much lived up to my expectations, but boy, this UI isn't great. Would that really be would that be a deal breaker? I don't know.
Dude, okay. I'm trying to be a good Christian man. Listen, as long as I can select the game and hit the button, that's all I care about. How often, unless y'all are letting y'all stuff run in the track mode, how often are y'all looking at the UI? Like seriously, and
That's
my
my
thing is,
point.
my thing is, people who worry about what the UI looks like, it speaks volumes as to how much you are playing your game. Because the UI, it gets turned on. I'm picking a game, bang, that's it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sitting here like I'm like I wonder which wife who's gonna go across the screen and that I can look at, or hey, this Street Fighter Two logo is a little pixelated, or Knights of the Round that sword looks a little fun. Dude, if it works, that's all I care about. You know what I mean?
That's
I think the only aspect I would care about UI is if they actually put on there an online store. then it matters because then you have to navigate to find extra things if it's available, blah blah blah, yakety smacky. Then
Yeah.
that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
and
and
then
the,
a lot of people are gonna mod it anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to
well,
cut you
no,
off,
they
but
they will, they will. But and I'm not, for starters, I haven't seen the UI. More than anybody else has seen it in terms of like still images and stuff like that. So I'm not, I don't have any knowledge of what it will or won't be. I want it to look cool as anything. I want it to be great. I want it to be like a showpiece that I can just leave run in the background and have it look awesome. So I'm not advocating for it to be crap, but I'm also not going to say, well, if it's not great, I'm not going to buy the product because, like you said, I'm kind of there to play the games, and
okay.
you know, like I'd put it
Paul,
on Street Fighter and just let it play. I'd let that intro play. I'm not going to sit there and let the UI play necessarily.
I,
Paul,
I
to counter that, Paul, I say this. This is an EverDrive, a Mega
Oh yeah,
EverDrive. It
I've had
has
one
the
of those.
same kind of UI that the analog has.
Uh
Do you know
huh.
what it looks like? It looks simplistic. Do you know
Yeah.
what it does? It plays games. Do you know
Yes.
what I do? I push up and down the D-pad. I push the A button. Now I'm in the game. That's it. As long as it functions, that's all that matters. Like
I
that to
think
me, that's all that matters.
I think the only
You know what I
reason the
mean?
UI
But
matters is because no one's seen it yet.
I think
I
that's
think it's the
exactly
same
now,
with
right.
the gameplay. Like
right,
you know what Street
Exactly
Fighter
right.
so
looks like you've
right,
seen the game. So
yeah.
I
So
think it's just a matter of like, okay, well, if they come out with the UI, they'd be like, okay, well, what was the gameplay? And then they came out with the gameplay. It's like, all right, but let's like really look at the code. Like, I really want to actually like, can someone do a printout of the code for the whole game? Because I think they coded it slightly
so
different than the original. Like, it's always going to be that one thing that just hasn't
yeah.
been released, and like that's the smoking gun. You all
Right.
got screwed. They never made the game.
So what Rexer just said is the only thing I agree with when it comes to the UI because we don't know the online lobby structure. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so that I agree with. That's absolutely pivotal because that's going to be the lifeblood of this type of cabinet. Being able to get online. Are we going to have lobbies? Is it going to be a queue system? You know what I mean? Like that's what matters when it comes to UI. Like if you can change it between bubblegum pink and grape, dude, who cares? Like that I don't care about. You know what I mean? But it's functionality. But
Yeah,
that's
and
that's just me.
I mean, I don't even know when the online is or isn't going to be ready. It could be ready now. I don't know either way, but I also
Right.
don't know that it'll be ready on day one. So it may not even be something you could see right away anyway. It might just have to stick with local play, for whatever, a couple months. I really don't know. So I think we're all going to find that out at the same time.
They haven't said anything about that yet. Has
I,
anybody asked about that? I guess is the question.
I haven't heard officially, so
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. For me, it's not a big deal because I don't play online, but I know a lot of people do. So it's not something for me that's been top of mind, but I understand for other people it is. So
Okay.
yeah, I do want to say we did get sort of some late breaking. I don't know if you want to call it news exactly, and I'm gonna drop the our image of the cabinet from the screen here while we chat, but. Some information or an update on what's going on with the shipping. So I'm going to pull that up while we're chatting here. So the good news, obviously, is that, everything has left the factory. So that's a definite. Finally happened. Celebrations far and wide. But we did get another update today, and this is just one of the places it was posted. It was on several different pages and social media platforms. But the update is essentially, well, there's two parts to this. First is that the container, I guess it's called like a rollover. So basically, the first ship it was supposed to be on could make it fit, so it rolled over to the next one, which is basically a 7-day delay for this next ship. At the same time, there is a second container that will be on the same ship. So that's the good side of it. So you're getting two containers, but they're now both shipping a week later than the estimate that came out a day or two ago. So the estimated arrival time at the port of New Jersey is currently well, it's on the screen there, but April 6th, and then of course Sprito will have to do everything after that. So that's the update that came today. So of course, the narrative has been like, oh well, it was going to be shipping out January, and then now it's February, and now it's now it's not going to arrive until early April. So it's not going to be in your house until May and whatever. So Kevin, this is the point where I probably turn it back to you a little bit and say, A, can you tell people maybe why it's coming into, let's say, New Jersey versus Los Angeles? And I have a couple of theories as to why that is, because 80% of the population lives on the U.S.
Indiana.
Yeah, well, and a lot of people live on the, like 80% of the country lives on the East Coast, or within. Yeah, it's just population-wise, that's where it is. Sometimes that port is also less busy in general, but there's, yeah.
It's because it's going to Indiana.
So there you go. Right. So that's the answer to that. And I guess the other thing too is, so once it arrives, let's say it does hit April 6th or thereabouts, do you have any rough idea typically what it would take to do all the things that have to be done to get it unloaded and, inventory? I mean, there's a lot that still has to happen after April 6th. Do you have any idea what that might typically look like?
So before I get fixated on April 6th, they did share the links that you can go and actually track this.
Yes.
And if you actually track it all the way to the bottom, the gate into Greenwood, which is where our actual warehouse, our FC is, right now they have that scheduled for April 17th. Now, once it gets in our warehouse, it's quick. Get it put away same day. They'll probably ship out within 24 hours of hitting our warehouse. Like, they're pretty fast. But I know Rexer's in the chat right now, and I'm not going to try to do math on air, Paul. I'm not falling for your trap.
No.
All right, so I'm going to refer to the official source. Otherwise, I'm going to wake up and get like 15 messages from Rexer about how my life is terrible, my job is stupid, and I should go do something else. I'm just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I know it's tricky, but people are trying to make those sort of, back of the napkin estimates and trying to figure out, like, what does this actually mean for me? Is it going to be May? Is it going to be June? Is it going to be, 2027? It's like the longer it goes, the more people have these wild speculative ideas. And
well, you know what's beautiful about this, Paul, is like we're getting that communication now directly from Iconic Arcade.
Yes, we are.
They're sending the actual like we always say we're the no conjecture channel, right? There's no speculation. Like, hey, you don't have to guess. You can go. You can if you're curious. If it's 2:00 in the morning and you want to know, where's that container at? You can go to that link right now and you can click on it, and you can have the most up to date information.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then if you start to get excited, you can go tune in to the community and they'll tell you why you're wrong and it's never going to happen. So, I mean, it's really, you can enjoy that roller coaster ride either direction. It's a good time.
We're all going to enjoy it together. Yeah.
I'm taking Rexer's advice. Under promise, over deliver. This thing's never going to arrive. The boat's going to get attacked by Somali pirates.
Seriously. Honestly, there were a couple times I thought we underpromised, but here we are.
Wait. Why do they have to be Somali? Why can't they be like Swiss or the Dutch? I mean, Dr. Evil
2026.
because historically,
last time the Dutch were privateering, like it's not 1812.
I think Somali pirates have been around for it's just history, unfortunately. Yeah, poor Somalis. But the Dutch might have something to say. They're probably underrepresented in the pirate community.
Right.
They're doing different kind of pirating. Actually, it's the online piracy.
Oh my gosh! I'm just kidding. These things are coming. Nothing's stopping them. You heard it here first, Rexer. Nothing can go wrong from here until they ship. I guarantee it.
Well, it can't be both containers. There's 2 containers, so it can't be both. So even if one of them gets waterlogged, there's still a whole other one. So maybe you guys should like pin the link to the chat, like, track your package down.
They're on the same boat, so the boat itself could go missing, and
perfect.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Yeah, the freaking Loch Ness Monster's going to take the boat because it didn't get his tree fitty. Yeah, that's absolutely what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's the update on Iconic. I really don't think we have anything else to talk about with Iconic. I mean, honestly, I think the biggest news really of the week was not so much the details of that. It was just the fact that they left the factory. I mean, that's really for anybody who was saying, like, it's never going to happen, well, something's on the container.
I think it's good to have at least a more directional answer. What it's stressful to be like, is this thing ever shipping? Is it ever shipping? If you've been waiting for a year, and now you can at least see like, all right, it's going to the boat. All right, the boat left. All right, like you're actually seeing some sort of movement. I think that's probably a little less stressful, even if you're getting a week delay here or there. That's probably better than actually tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary that I placed this order. I looked it up in the system.
That's not right.
The order was originally placed on
Huh.
February 13th, 2025. So
Wow. Well, it was. I think
what
was
a
it
short journey. Short
was it
journey.
January that the was it? I can't even remember. Was it CES when they showed the prototype?
Yeah, I
It
think so.
was. Yeah, because that was January, and that was So
Yeah.
it's boy, it's been a saga.
Just
Yeah.
a quick trip
But
down memory lane.
I mean, to put in perspective, though, there were other products that were announced before this was even announced that still haven't shipped from other companies. So I mean, hindsight's 2020. Can we be glass half full instead of being half empty? Like I'm just
No,
saying, man.
Mo, this is not a positivity
It's
channel.
I,
Sorry.
well, I mean, I'm not saying you gotta
that.
be. I'm
You
just,
take that bullshit.
Yeah, we gotta
Take
stop
that
that right
somewhere
now.
else.
We gotta
look, I tried. I'm just saying, you've been
This
waiting this long, bro. You just waiting this long. What's another couple weeks? You know what I mean? Like,
we're gonna put you
I,
back in
I,
the
everything
put him
probably
back in
doesn't
the
even
chat.
have a
Man,
UI.
there's it's
Probably just
black
turn it
screen.
on and it guesses what game you're gonna play today.
random select the real Street Fighter experience. You know what I mean? Like here,
Uh,
you don't get to play Guile. You get to play Dalton. Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Look, I just don't get it. Sometimes I don't get it. It's like, bro, you guys get news, you get communication that you've been begging for, and then you even get links to track it like a Santa tracker with your kids for Christmas. You know what I mean? And so you have the ability to now see where the stuff's at, and now it's not going to be here to April. Y'all knew Chinese New Year was coming up anyway, so y'all knew it was going to get here in April. You know what I mean? What's the
Sometime
difference
it'll
between
get here someday.
right? What's the
We're
difference between
excited.
March 30th, 31st, and April 6th? It'll get here, and then they'll go through all the stuff, and then they'll take out like the legal stuff that's probably inside the shipping containers, and then they'll ship it off to retail, and then you know what I mean. You'll get your stuff. It'll get there. I'm just saying, like, bro, can we be positive? I'm not. Y'all know me. I'm not kumbaya, but like, come on, man, like something.
Well, and I don't know, Mike. Were you in the chat the day that we had Peter from? He's from Eldholm, but he was representing Iconic, and he talked about the fact that for I don't know, like 6 months or so, they had the cease and desist. Like
Right.
that's going to bring a halt to things. Like, I mean, other companies are doing whatever they're doing, but there's kind of a legitimate reason for at least part of the delay, which was just a legal issue. They had to fight to get past. So I forget exactly when he said, or even if he did say, Kevin, but he kind of gave us an indication of when they really started up. Like, okay, green light, go. And it was way late in the year.
Oh, it was because I had said August. He's like, no, even late. Like I don't think they really in full earnest were sprinting on this thing until I want to say October. I feel like that. I feel like that's a month he said. If I'm wrong, if someone in the chat remembers, correct me. But I feel like that was he said it wasn't even until like October that they in full earnest were able to like start sprinting on this thing.
Yeah, no, I think that sounds right from what I recall, because I remember being shocked by just how late in the year it was for such an ambitious. I mean, if it was something that they'd done, whatever, half a dozen of in the past, and they had the template for how to do it, that's one thing. But like as your first time out of the gate, and you can't do anything for like the majority of the year, and all of a sudden Christmas is coming up, and you're trying to like.
Just wild.
Yeah, it kind of blows my mind. So, I mean, I get why there's negativity out there, but in my mind, it was kind of like, you know what? You need an extra month or two to get it right. I'm okay with that. You know?
I do think there's probably a part too where, yeah, coming into the community, like obviously I'm newer. You guys have been around, like talking to these folks for a long time. But you kind of get the sense like the community, I don't want to say felt abandoned, but like I feel like the community and the company relationship, like it just didn't seem healthy,
Yes.
just in general. So I think, people, the vibe I got was they're pretty cautious and pretty skeptical just coming into a new brand coming into the space. Obviously, multiple fumbles on timelines for reasons that couldn't be discussed, and like it's really tough to be like, hey, we don't have a relationship with you, but trust us, like it's going to be okay. It's like, based on what? We've never seen anything from you. You have to establish that credibility. You know what I mean? So I think like the whole year, it's just been a matter of like, hey man, like the game's just got to get out. We just got to get Street
Yeah.
Fighter out. People got to make their opinion of it, decide if it's worth it. Then after that, if the next one has like, oh, we're pushing it back a month to fix that thing that everyone complained about on Street Fighter, people be like, all right, cool. Like that makes sense. Street Fighter was pretty dope. Like I'm looking forward to the next one. Um, so I think there's just kind of a rebuilding that has to happen. So I'm hoping, obviously Iconic is, they're paying attention. I noticed they started doing a lot more like those direct communications. So like that was feedback that people had said like, hey, we'd like to see that. And they're like, all right, cool, we'll do that. And you hear Basic Fun talking about they want to do more like community focused titles and sizes and form factors in the future and stuff like that. Obviously, everyone had, it's one thing to write the check, you got to cash it. But hopefully they're kind of doing that rebuilding phase, and over the next year or two, kind of establish a little bit of trust and rebuild the vibe, right?
I think that's what you were saying too, Mike, earlier about like the fact that there's not a historical basis to say, well, I bought the one before, so this one's probably going to be a lot like that. I kind of know what to expect. I have a little bit of faith because I've dealt with this company before. There are, for probably 99% of us, we never had dealt with any part of this company except sort of in a third party way with John, because of the fact that he was involved with so many other projects. So there wasn't anything to base our decision on other than a cool prototype and maybe some renders. I get why people were skeptical about that and still are. And then to have the communication be, I'll say inconsistent, maybe is the generous way of putting it. I get it, that's tough.
A lot of people don't realize that this community, home arcade community, we got spoiled by Arcade One Up. We got spoiled by iArcade, by At Games, because the communication that they were giving was like, it was always like consistent or constant. You would get weekly updates from these companies, whereas realistically speaking, any other kind of entertainment genre or area, dude, you're not getting that from a company. They'll give you something like once a month. Like Hasbro's a perfect example. They just had a communication Tuesday. You
Yeah.
didn't hear anything from them before that until like December. And I think that's part of the whole thing, where it's like you've gotten so used to being given this information that once that supply's cut off, you're just kind of like, now what? Now what? They don't care. They're
Yeah.
not this, they're that. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it is. It's
And that's how, the analog example I gave earlier is the same way. They don't
analog.
communicate.
Yeah, I'll say analog don't communicate. They just show you fantastic colors and expect you to shell out.
Right, and it was the same thing with them for the 64 that they just released. They didn't show gameplay at all. Nothing. No UI,
Right.
no gameplay, and they were delayed. And then it finally shipped and everybody was cool and it was a great product. But nothing, and they've done that for years. That's kind of their business model, but you're right, we haven't been used to that. And we don't have with Iconic the same kind of history that we have with Analog. So there's nothing to go back to and say, well, they did a good product before. They're probably going to do a pretty good product this time. So you have
Now,
the two together.
what will be a pretty dope, kind of like hero arc in this story. When Street Fighter comes out, if you were a pre-order, right? Like not only did they stuck with that $6.99 pre-tariff price, but then they gave all those pre-order guys $150 off for being so late.
Yeah.
So like Street
That's
Fighter
wild.
comes out and it's a sick cabinet, and then people remember on the next pre-order, it's like, oh, like yeah, the pre-order was delayed, but when you look at the like how those folks were taken care of and like what they did to kind of fix that situation, they got a steal on that cabinet.
I can't believe
it's a win-win,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
but
No,
they
but-
have to deliver. They have to deliver the cabinet, though. That's the thing, right? Like
They
they have
still-
to actually deliver it. But
You
if
still
they
have
do
our money.
deliver it,
Yeah.
then the next one, and people are like, "Oh, do you know if it's going to come out?" Like, well, last time it was delayed, but like my cabinet was $50 more than like an old Arcade One Up cabinet,
Yeah.
and look what I got. Like, that was a cool. I'm all right with that delay. Save me $150.
Yeah, I honestly can't complain. I mean, if it's a situation where it never comes out or it completely disappoints in every way, then it's like, yeah, okay, still not worth $550. But for $550 for something that looks like it's going to be a class-leading product, I mean, that's going to be a pretty darn good deal that you're just not going to see again. So good on them for, and Peter for making that right. I don't want to miss this super chat if I can show it. There we go. I thought I hit the button. Bill, thank you again so much. Just awesome, dude. If you didn't pre-order one, why get upset? Why care about it so much? I don't get it. Anyway, first one comes to Chicago. Yeah, no, I think, and I've seen you talk about this before, B. Kirby. What's your vested interest in the success or failure of this product if you don't have any stake in the game? And I think it's a fair point, but I also think maybe, some people are speaking for the community as a whole. Mike, what do you think, since you're you don't have a pre-order like I do, you're not a buyer like Kevin is, so you're someone that could maybe speak for the other part of this, this conversation.
Well, I mean, because it's easy to be negative. like that's the honest human answer. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to be like, dude, I'm gonna piss in your oatmeal, even though I know you're excited about it. It's part of it's human nature. Part of it's like, whatever. And then there's a small percentage of people that are being negative because they do want to see it be a great product. Because they do low key have interest and want it to succeed so that they can get in the door. You know what I mean? I completely understand that, but what they also don't realize is like all the negativity, that's not getting you anywhere. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't improve the ship time. It doesn't get it to your house faster. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the fact that they gave you a tracking number for shipping containers speaks volumes. Again, y'all don't understand, man. People don't get that, man. You're being spoiled, man. There's no other way for me to say that. Like,
I got a real controversial take. YouTube is a business for some people, and if you can rage bait people with your video title and get a couple thousand views and a couple super chats, that's a little bit of money in your pocket. And saying like, hey, we don't really have an update, that doesn't get you a few thousand views, but oh man, it's not going to ever ship. It was a scam. He's on an island with your money. That gets people all revved up, and then they jump in the comments and feed the algorithm.
Wait, somebody said that? I haven't heard that one.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't heard that one.
Oh, you got to tune in, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was my head down, bro.
It was an ongoing thing for a while.
Yeah. John's on an island with your money. Like, literally, I came out and said, like, hey, guys, I've had your money the whole time.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I already knew who said it. You didn't have to continue. Okay, got you.
There we go.
That's horrible.
We had to do a whole episode that was basically Kevin saying John doesn't have your money. I do.
I have your money. I remember that.
I've got your money. I made a nice, beautiful bed of it. And I just lay in it and roll around every day.
He's still got the paper cuts from all the dollar bills he was rolling around in.
So wait, you didn't do the breaking bag and put the money in the storage unit and just lay on top of it and lay back on it? You didn't do that?
Just absorb the cocaine right through my skin. It's a wonderful thing.
Osmosis, baby.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Can't prove intent.
Josh has a great idea here. We're just going to send you right to the person's house to explain it.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be a lot of fun.
Maybe they should hire a person just for their PR department to do that, to literally answer emails and send video messages like, "Hi, this is Becky from Iconic Arcade. We are sorry about the delay and we are trying to keep you informed. Just know that your product is safe, your money is not wasted, and you will receive it in a timely fashion. Know that we are on the way with your product, and once you get it, please leave us 5 stars to let you know that we have exceeded expectations or something." I don't know, like that's like some old school like grassroots stuff, you know.
No, I
there
think
you go.
I think Twig and I should get like one of those motorcycles with the sidecar, and Twig will be on that. I'll be on the sidecar, and we'll just pull up to your house and start yelling at you. Then we'll go on to the next one. Just
Twig's
right
only
through
going to
the
use a
sunset.
bunch. you'll be the professional. Twig is gonna be all expletives. You know what I mean? Like that's it is what it is. But
I'll
no, seriously,
translate.
maybe they should just treat it like grassroots, like vacuum salesmen, like back in the day. You know, like or Avon ladies or Tupperware or something. Maybe that's what people want. They want that experience where they get offered a free scone or cookie or something like that. I don't know,
The old
man.
encyclopedia salesman that used to show up at your parents' door.
You don't
Start the day.
you don't need an NES. You need these this Encyclopedia Britannica, all
That's right.
26. But no, seriously. But no. But seriously though, like it's bro, it's easy. But you're right. Rage bait, anger, and people like, yeah, they took our jobs. Like that kind of energy, bro. Yeah, it's way better than being like, so this is on the ship and it's coming. The end.
So I'll
I
say
get it. You can't yap being good.
now, this comment from Damien: shipping containers versus no UI gameplay online, all questionable. Okay, so I hear that. At the same time, if we use our example of what analog has done for years, literally, is neither. You don't get any of those things, including the shipping information. It's just, oh, it's done and it's shipping next week. And the entire year and a half, whatever before that, you've got maybe renders and some bullet points and a nice paragraph and some cool videos. And that's it. So I'm not necessarily saying like that's the way it should be. What I am saying is probably to your point, Mike, earlier, like we're a little bit spoiled maybe by what we are getting. I'm not sad about that. I'd prefer more information than less. But this is also a case of we just had certain expectations that maybe not everybody else in other categories, home electronics, typically does. I doubt Lenovo is out
Never,
there giving people shipping container information,
never,
you know,
never.
or Eld Home. I doubt they're doing a whole lot of that. You know, Basic Fun didn't do that. Uh, now they were able to deliver product earlier, so that maybe that time span is really what allowed the conversation to go that direction. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is kind of I'm going to say a temporary thing that once we get the product, some bugs get worked out, there's maybe another product, it's going to be old news. It's not going to be something that's even discussed in the future.
Right,
Hopefully.
and then plus everybody who went and pre-ordered this product, they went in knowing that they were going to be the inaugural beta testers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
dude, like that's just reality, bro. Like, you knew what you were getting into. It's almost it's a Kickstarter, but it's not. I guess that's the best way to kind of look at it. It's a Kickstarter, but it's not. You know, Glenn's putting out a product that got kickstarted and supposed to be coming out next couple of months. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's selective outrage, and I hate saying it like that, but
Well,
I mean,
it kind of
it
is because of all
it
those
is.
reasons. You've got all those other products, all those other personalities,
Yeah.
some of whom have, direct relationships with some of these content creators, and so they're kind of allowing that to just be what it's going to be, and
Yeah. Glenn's a good guy, by the way. He is a good guy. You know what I'm saying, like, this
yeah, I'm
isn't a
not saying
Glenn.
he's not.
I'm using Glenn as an
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
Glenn's great. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, like it's easy to pick on. I guess it's easy to target Iconic Arcade because people aren't going to come out and be like, oh, this, and this because this is the first launch, and
that's right.
kudos. I'll say that kudos to John because John could have easily fired up a live stream or put out a video and said some real disparaging comments, and he didn't make any, So,
Yeah,
and that's growth because old John would have flipped tables and whatever else.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no, he's definitely been, kind of more conservative and taking a very sort of,
yeah,
business first approach to it. And Video Game Vegas, I I'm not saying that that's the way it should be. What I am saying is different communities have different expectations. The
right,
analog community is not expected anything different. Yes, there are questions, and I saw some because I was a pre-order holder for the last product that they released, and have bought previous products from them. But my point is, you didn't say this. You didn't see the same sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, but creators constantly making content around that issue because it was expected in that category. In this category, it's just been different. So we have a different expectation. And again, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'd like to see more, but it just is different.
yeah,
So it's just what
yeah.
we're conditioned to.
I think the only person I really ever see really talk about analog for good or bad would be Mad Little Pixel. Is usually him complaining about something getting delivered in a DSL from DHL for paying $30 for shipping, and somebody's driving a Volvo or something, like dropping it off. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot, he put out a video last week, and I promise you, this dude literally sounded offended because he didn't get sent a review on it. He was like, and I've covered these guys, and they didn't give him dude, that kind of stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
again, we're spoiled because, gosh darn it, if Nintendo were putting something out for the Switch 2 and whatever else, dude, if you want it, you're gonna go get it. You're not knocking down Nintendo's door and being like, why are you guys still using game key cards? Nope. You gonna pop that gimmick in there, bro, and you're gonna keep it moving. Look, game key card,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 remake, and I got that gimmick. So it just is what it is. It's easy to be negative because
Yeah.
people like negativity.
And I think once there's a history with Iconic, once people can say, oh yeah, they did deliver, it's a decent product, worth the money, hopefully, then I think a lot of this next time will be a non-issue because there's going to be a history. There's going to be something to look back on and say, okay, they did it that time. I fully expect that Double Dragon or whatever it is going to be just as good, if not better.
It's and that's the thing. Like, this is a blueprint, and I guess that's the positive way to look at it. It's a blueprint. They have this laid down. This is what they know what to expect. So if they do Double Dragon like they were talking about doing at the Guilty Gear Strive tournament, all they need to do is, hey, plug this in, bing bang boom, ready to go in X amount of time. That's just realistically speaking.
Yeah.
Positive energy, y'all.
Yeah.
Positive.
And some people are just never going to be into it, and that's cool. No one's putting a gun to anybody's head and saying you got to buy this thing and you got to wait and be happy about it. That's the other thing.
Actually, Paul, I have been doing that to people. I really got to get my sales up. So
I
got quotas and shit.
No, but like at the end of the day, I'm always astounded. It's like, okay, first of all, these are toys, so let's not get too excited about it. And second, let people spend money or not where they want. Cool. Like, if you want to put your pre-order money down and wait, cool. If you didn't and you want to get your money back, you got your money back. Cool. Everybody else, you do you. Like, all right, great. Let's talk about something else.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing, Paul. There's nothing else to talk about besides basic fun and Arcade One Up and their potential announcement Saturday. That's about it.
That is the truth, though. I mean, in all honesty, when what is it? Something I forget what it is. Abhors a vacuum. It's like there's always got to be something. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so it's always got to be something to talk about and to make content about and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. Robotron, Qbert, my gosh, Spy Hunter.
I've never heard of any of these. Paul, can you write them? Can I get my mods to write these titles down? They're new.
Brand new.
Spy Hunter.
What is a Spy Hunter?
It's very intriguing. That hat is loud. That is a very loud hat.
Y'all leave my Blanca stage hat alone, okay? Y'all leave this hat alone. It is a Twitch exclusive.
How did I not recognize that? Is that actually
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Like, seriously?
Yeah, it's a Twitch Street Fighter collab.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, that Street
so
Fighter
cool.
love goes in the veins. You know what I mean? Like, it's deep around here.
That was too subtle. Went right over my head. I didn't even catch that at all. Do they have the stages from the other characters? They had like Guile's stage, like the F-16, and
they had a couple. See, I should have because now Paul's going to start wearing bucket hats.
I'm not going to be wearing the bucket hats, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll wear my baseball hat next week because I got called out for not wearing a hat today. I was like, all right, I'm just doing.
Yeah, you didn't get the memo.
No, I know. It's sad.
Dude, I would love Virtua Fighter.
Oh, who mentioned? Yes, Gabriel. Yep. I am with you on that.
Virtua Fighter.
We have not seen very many polygon-based games. I know part of that is a hardware issue because you got to have hardware that can run it. But by golly, would I love some of those games. Daytona, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Virtua anything. There's a whole library of Virtua titles. Oh, someday. DOA. By the way, have any of you seen the Dead or Alive movie?
The one with Kevin Nash in it?
No, based on the video game, if you are a straight male, probably many of us are. I'm
The
going to
one with
recommend.
the one with Kevin Mash in it
Was
and
it
Margot Robbie. Yeah, he played
Margaret?
Sheena's dad. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, maybe we're talking about the same thing. But I'm like that. That's a watch. I didn't expect that. But actually, the martial arts in it is actually pretty good. I'm kind of like, all right, that's not bad. That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah, he
all
was
right.
badass.
Yeah, he's saying it sucked. Yeah, okay. I'm not talking about it for the plot or anything. Like it's DOA. I'm just saying it.
What did you watch that movie for, Paul? If it wasn't for the plot, what did you watch that
You're
movie
right.
for?
It was to take notes about the video game characters. Clearly.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so so you want to talk about the PlayStation state of play that happened today, then, and the new DOA announcements? Is that why you watched the movie in such a short amount of time? Because that was hella fast.
Jamie Presley was in DOA. There you go. That's the
Yeah,
one.
I said
He's
Margot
seen that
Robbie.
movie. He's seen
That's
a
the
minute and
one.
30 seconds of that movie 55 times.
To completion.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so good.
I just go here, chat.
Oh
I just go here.
man.
So to answer your question, it's not for kids. This whole show is not for kids at all.
No, no, never has been, never will be. Did anyone get the WrestleFest Supreme? No, I do not have
No.
a single basic fun product in my home yet. So there you have it.
No, I didn't want to give Arcade One Up more reasons to dislike me. No, I would have destroyed that thing.
I feel like the WrestleFest products are this weird sort of stepchild of the whole family of what Basic Fun is going to have because it was developed at a time where they didn't have any of the Arcade One Up assets. So they were kind of doing their own thing, figuring out the Arcade One Up strategy. It didn't quite get there, but now they've got all the Arcade One Up, tools and everything that they need to kind of do what Arcade One Up did. So I feel like it's almost a one-off. Like it kind of doesn't count in my mind.
Beta, it's beta testing.
Beta, yeah,
Yeah, it's beta
basically,
testing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, from Burnt Orange's videos that he's been putting up, I looked at it. It looks solid. I don't understand why you put one coin door on a four-player machine,
Yeah.
but whatever. You know what I mean? But if you pick it up knowing what you know now, I mean that's a choice, and I hope you have plans to do nefarious things to it. But I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks good. There we
Yeah,
go.
you really struggled with that one.
Bro, I don't because I'm trying not to be negative. It
My,
doesn't it, it
my,
doesn't look horrible.
my OCD won't let me have the 4-player deck
No.
because like when I have all my like arcades lined up, like it will really annoy me if one just has this unused space where the kids can drop like a toy behind it that I'll never be able to reach.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
that
is the
gap.
problem.
Yeah,
That gap, whatever 8 or 10 inches of that gap, that
The
is
gap.
not. That's
Yeah.
that's
that's a
what you said.
problem.
Um,
So mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not girthy enough. That's the problem.
A lot of folks wanted 2-player versions of the Arcade One Up 4-player cabinets that were released, like a 2-player XL Turtles, a 2-player XL Jam.
But they got a two-player XL Jam, and it didn't NBA Jam, and it didn't really sell. You can still pick
Not
it up.
well, not in the XL form. They did.
No, not the XL, just the two-player
Yeah.
slim
Yeah,
case.
yeah, yeah. Right in the slims slash
Yeah.
deluxe, whatever you want to call it. But in that larger XL size, like they wanted everything else to be larger, just not have that really wide. Because how many times are you actually going to play with 4 people? I mean, realistically. Okay,
Right.
maybe some of you have better social lives than I do. But
I can we like get people to send in pictures of them and 3
You're
of
playing
their
with 4 people?
friends?
Yes!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a skinny dude. 2 of me on one of these machines is already questionable relations, but you put 3 more dudes by size on one of these, like
That's why I keep saying, like, dude, when's the last time somebody actually went to an arcade? I have a full-size X-Men, and 4 people are not getting on that gimmick. It's not
That's-
happening, bro.
need a
imagine
cup
the-
holder
no.
for your smearing off ice if you're into those kind of shenanigans.
Right.
I mean, even the 3 of us would not fit comfortably on one of those machines. I mean,
No, no,
yeah.
So I don't get the 4-player thing. I don't know.
I
If I had
I don't
3
either.
friends I could invite over, I probably wouldn't be playing video games in my basement, But
Well,
there's a whole
maybe
other
in the future you
there's a
will
whole
be.
other thing. Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is I wonder if the club stores are part of the problem because they want the added value. And so they can say, "Oh, well, we're offering a larger size, a bigger monitor, and 4 players for 600 whatever, and nobody else is." Like, I wonder if they're as much of the issue as Arcade One Up / Basic Fun.
I mean, it looks dope. You got a bigger machine, and you got the 4. I mean, it does look really
Yeah,
cool.
it looks
I think
good,
it's just
yeah.
one of those things. Like, you look at it, and then if you actually think about it, it's like, well, how many times am I going to have 3 people who are all going to play with me at the same time?
Yeah,
That we're all going to wedge in together on this 19-inch screen and
it's
go
just
crazy. Like, it just doesn't see. It's one of those things. Like, I think as you get older, you start to analyze the purchases differently, and it's like, when will I ever do that? I'm never going to do that. In fact,
no,
I don't think I've ever played with 4 people on a machine. Maybe I could count on one hand the number of times in my life.
like on your PlayStation or something.
No, like that ever that
No,
I've been
Oh,
in an
ever, yeah, yeah.
arcade and like me and 3 people were all playing at the same time on the same machine. Like, but I mean, hey, capitalism, baby. If you want it, you can buy it.
It's just not
there.
comfortable. Your hands are you're gonna be like touching the other dude you're playing against, and it's just like that. Nobody wants that. It's gonna be weird. You're too
Hey,
close.
It's 2026. You can't say nobody.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Getting violated.
Bill's got the right point though. I do. The only justification I've found for the 4-player decks is that then 2 people can sit like comfortably apart from each other.
Yeah, okay,
that's the
fair.
like I could see that as
But-
like why you would get it, but
on the XL size, it's already wider, so that issue is already kind of mitigated by the fact that you've already got a wider cabinet, a bigger screen, the whole deal. On the deluxes, absolutely. Then it gets skinny and kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't want to play 2-player on a deluxe cab. XL, I think, is fine.
I don't think you realize this, dude, but everybody's not built with your frame, sir. We all cannot just fit like that. Even 2 of us probably need some space.
I barely fit in a machine by myself anymore. Let
You know
alone
what I mean?
with a friend.
I tell you what, though, I lost 50 pounds last year, and I was 6'2", 220. So I wasn't that tiny.
Hold on a second. Hey, Sean. Hey, bro. I responded to your comment. If you don't take your butt on Target and go order that doggone thing and
Wait.
stop talking about I don't look out for you. Gosh. It's nerdy. It's nerdy figure stuff. You know what I mean? God damn it.
This is what it's come to. That's where we are.
All right, next live stream.
Yeah, on the next episode.
He did answer it, though.
Oh my goodness.
Mike, you knew what you were signing up for when you agreed to do this.
This is tame. I thought it was gonna be way worse. So yeah. That still is not gonna stop me from putting my head down.
It's
Just
the bow of shame.
yeah, it's not even that. It's just it's more of a respect bow. Like, yeah, they're actually going for it. I respect that. Yeah, it's more one of those.
I'll take it. It's fair.
Oh,
So
man, good times.
okay, so that's cool. But now my question for you, Jay, would be: how many times have you actually done that? I mean,
Every day, every single
They do
day,
it every day
for
after
6
dinner, they
hours
put
a
it down.
day.
Yeah. I can just picture it.
Bro, that I saw the WrestleFest. I literally put on a video today. I saw the family, the mom and the dad and the 2 children playing on that gimmick, and they didn't even fit. So yes, I would like to see video. There's a bounty. Look. Paul
There you
said
go.
there's a 5 gift sub bounty that I would like to see 4 people on the cabinet.
No, I think we should do a contest, Paul. Like do it on like
I'm
one
down
of
for
your
that.
either your Facebook or one of the Reddits. Like whoever can send in the most ridiculous picture of 4 people playing simultaneously, like I'll give them like $100 off coupon on something. Like
You heard it here first, people.
Like
there you go.
I want to see how ridiculous we could get. We'll have to put the winner on the show one of these days. Put up the picture.
Dude, can the winner be somebody who uses their kid and has their kid hanging upside down on a panel,
Like
drinking Capri Suns like they're doing a keg stand? I'm horrible.
Oh my Lord. My gosh. However you can fit 4 people on these machines. I mean,
The moderators are actively trying to kick MOAT off right now.
you utilize time and space as you need to.
Hey, I gotta recognize here, Dark Tech Kelly, man, 10 more memberships. Thank you. You were awesome. Dang.
I want to know who's behind the Arcade 1-Up official. Who's that?
I do too. I was gonna ask that question. I was legitimately gonna ask, like, yo, can we see the man behind the curtain or the one behind the curtain? The person.
Yeah.
The person behind the curtain.
I better be getting a text from you. Reveal yourself. 8-player cab. That's just just chaotic.
Oh, okay.
Why would you put this out in the universe? Gosh.
Somebody's gonna run with it. They are. You know what I mean?
It's
not
gotta be
really
Cyrus.
8 players.
It's Cyrus.
That's right. Cyrus
I mean,
it could be. Who knows? Could be anybody.
Who knows?
Could be a troll account.
So Arcade 1-Up, what you're saying is that you guys are the minions.
They're announcing
it.
So
we have an actual Kevin, and then there's the minion Kevin running the social account. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's what it is.
Okay. Gotcha.
If you get like an 8-player cab, then do they have like 2-seater stools where like you guys both fit on one stool right next to each other, so you're super close?
I assumed it was like bleacher style.
Like high chairs. Like I sit in my chair, and then there's like
Right.
I put a little table on it, and then you sit on the table, and then like
Exactly.
you reach around each other for the gaming.
Nope. We don't use that term around here.
That's where
That
you
was
draw
last
the
week's
line.
show. That's
where you draw the line.
We got to twig. Got to come back for that one. Hey, I do have to say, to their credit, whoever is actually running the Arcade 1-Up official account, I've been impressed by the interaction with the community in the last couple weeks. Like, truly. You've done a great job. I don't know if it's one person or a couple people, but
I'll also say that.
you've been out there. I've seen you in chats. I've seen you updating posts, putting teasers out. Yeah, so it's been really good. I mean, I think that's kudos to you guys for doing that and staying, not just putting it up and then letting it die, or letting somebody else try to take it. Like, you've actually been active. That's awesome. That's what we want.
More importantly, whoever's running it has a sense of humor.
Yes.
I respect that. You have a sense of humor. I respect that, dude.
And they tune into the #3 home arcade podcast on YouTube on Thursday nights. Kudos.
I don't know who that is because we're like 159, I think, something.
On Thursday night, I tried to put a lot of like qualifiers in there.
Yeah.
Wait, how many Wait, this is how I know I'm not the I only know of 2 podcasts on Thursday night. Wait, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3? Question mark.
Oh my word!
Well, this one time there was 4, all at 7 o'clock. You missed it.
Oh yeah, just this one time, this very first time.
Well.
But it was
again. I was here for the blip ad. Yeah, absolutely. Just a sheer moment of coincidence. Yeah.
But you're gonna get me in trouble, Kevin. If there's actually more than 1 or 2 that we're streaming over and I didn't know about it, I am definitely gonna hear about it.
From what? You're a grown man.
Disclaimer. Just add it to our disclaimer, Paul. We've got disclaimers everywhere.
I know.
Stick to the topic. We want to see you playing on a 4-player machine with 3 of your best friends.
Or even better, 3 people you don't like.
Ooh.
Like you
put your
mother-in-law,
like blood
that neighbor you can't stand, the neighbor kid that you hate.
He said put Jimmy who throws the newspapers through my window on the cabinet, and then just start getting real active. Oh, dude, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
So
you okay?
sorry, my bad.
Actually, hey, there's an idea. Why don't you guys invite whoever's Arcade One Up official to come on the show, right? And then they can come on with a voice changer, and they can come on with like a Squid Game mask, and then they can converse with the community for 10 minutes. Not even a full
like
stream,
it.
just 10 minutes,
Like
600 seconds for no
Dateline
reason.
style. Like we got this, this hostage situation.
I went on Arcade Insiders. And he
you heard
offered me a wine cooler.
You heard it here first. Arcade One Up official. A guest in our house has invited you back for a live show on his friend's podcast.
Yeah. Completely anonymous with the lights out, wearing a mask and a hoodie, dude. Like we're kayfabe is dead. We're just bringing it back, and then you come on here and you don't have to say anything. Just come and breathe in the mic, like.
We'll just ask them if they think the iconic arcade is going to come on time or not.
Oh,
That will start a
Start a war.
Yeah, one war.
Yikes.
Hey, story. Is my voice mod active right now? I don't think it is. Oh, you're talking about Arcade using. Gotcha. I got you. Okay. I had to look. I was like, no, my voice changer's not on. Okay.
like the Stig of home arcades. I love that. Come in.
Oh, that
helmet on.
actually be good. Dude,
That would be good.
a bat top helmet. Instead of like a racing helmet, a bat top helmet with like some mesh over the eyes. So
I feel like they got to make that happen. Nacho Libre mask.
do what you cowards you won't. You won't.
No, they won't. After this, they definitely won't.
They definitely won't. No.
They will never tune into our show again. This
Corporate will
was-
find out and be like,
Yeah. I'm going to hear about this on a PowerPoint deck. I just know it.
we want to turn to page 5, please, where we discuss
All right.
the details and involvement.
Subsection 7, where we cover double entendres. Kevin.
You have a lot of innuendos flying out there on Thursday, February 12th, around 8 p.m. Eastern. Can you explain what you meant by that you were not the bottom? What exactly did that mean, sir?
Of sales. It all relates to sales.
Of sales, yeah, of sales.
Yep, never on the bottom of sales.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
What if they were all just John? John has mannerisms when he speaks. You can tell when John's typing something. He has mannerisms.
I'd like to get John on here one day. So,
I think he'll jump on. I think he will.
Yeah.
When the time's right.
yeah.
In April.
I
7th.
mean,
The day after.
August
When he gets
14th.
it's,
here. September 23rd, just so he can play the song.
There we go.
all right. Well,
Well, I think we did a show this evening, gentlemen.
Was that what that was?
as close as it gets.
I mean, the buttons were successfully pushed. We have not one incredible, but 2 incredible mods now, like a real professional operation. We had a guest on who said stuff about things and people reacted. I mean, what more could you want?
I guess that constitutes as a show, yeah. Yeah.
We did a damn thing, guys.
Oh, and-
Successful Thursday.
And there was a crowd watching, dude. Yeah.
People-
That's a show.
Is somebody muted here? Maybe
People
it's just me.
showed up. It was a good time. Yeah, Danny, why aren't you hyped today, man? Very muted.
Oh, it's my presence. I scare him.
You scared him.
Oh,
I scare him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I kid.
tell us it's not Pac-Man. Well, he's got
Danny,
to
use your clout and ask my questions so they all get answered.
the Danny Clout. Yeah. What was
Wait, he has clout?
Oh, so
Did we
much.
miss a question?
So much.
Scrolling.
Vic, what was your question?
I mean,
Is it the
okay.
is it the TMNT or Star Wars question? Is that what that is?
Maybe, but I don't know if we can answer that. I don't think anybody can answer that.
I'm scrolling up. Oh, I missed that because I would have cracked a joke about that comment Arcade One Up official made.
Everyone should be hyped for Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. I want to know where, maybe Arcade One Up official, you can tell us where should we go to find out for people who are not going to be at Toy Fair. Where should we be looking to hear about the latest announcements? Are you going
Tell
to
us
have
where Tell us where to find the breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Where can the sleuths go a sleuthin'?
Will you have a live stream? Is it going to be a partners you're partnering with to get the news out? What is it?
Is it going to be a subscription website that only works for your fans? How do we know?
Only for the fans.
Only. Okay. They answered. They did answer it. They did answer it. So now the question. Now my follow up question. I guess we all get one, right? So my follow up question would be, can you give us a time, because it is Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Can we have a time so we can tune into this?
We would love a time on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So that we're not sitting behind a computer all day where our significant other is going, what are you doing?
They put 9 o'clock at night, 300 grown men jump out of bed right at 9 o'clock. I'll be back.
Boy, ain't no way.
That's,
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, yeah, we got the power now. We hold all of your wives and or husbands' hand.
All right, sweet. So they're gonna let us know by noon.
By noon.
So you can still go on a date, guys. Still, no excuse. You still have to go on the date that night. You still got to put out for dinner.
morning Eastern time. All right.
Okay. Something to look for. A reason to get out of bed on Saturday morning.
Okay, so I use my question. I think Paul used his question. Kevin doesn't care, so.
That's not fair. I care so much.
Well, you know what I mean. Like you would be asking questions you know answers to. So that's kind of
That's fair.
yeah. That's what I said. So he doesn't care.
I gotta pull this one up. I'll let you answer this, Kevin. I mean, I think it's safe to say, but I'll let you answer this one. And thank you for the super chat, console family.
I can't answer anything.
It's a numerical question. It's not a title question.
Actually, it's just a yes or no question or a maybe, I guess.
Yes or no.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, you are a buyer. You don't have to speak for anybody except for you. Can you speak for you?
But I can't speak for them. It's their release, man. It's their news. We're gonna have to check it out. We gotta let them. I mean, man, we get to be hyped for just like 48 hours, man. We could do it. We could be excited and like
I paid good money, a full $1.99.
I'm guessing if they're actually in the chat telling people to tune in on Saturday morning, that it's not going to just be a Pac-Man. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing here.
You guys, you know what you guys need. You guys need that clip from that was it Blades of Glory with Will Ferrell, and it was like, yo, this excitement, get the people going. You guys need that clip and just like let it play. You know what I mean? When something like this happens. But
I feel like anybody that's been to Toy Fair knows that it's a big enough deal that you're not gonna just kind of like half-ass it. You're gonna probably show some decent things, and I'm not saying that for any reason other than just what I've seen at Toy Fair in the past. So that'd be my.
We are quickly raising the bar, Arcade 1-Up official. We are raising expectations so quickly now.
I am doing nothing. I am paying attention Saturday for Hot Toys news. I ain't doing nothing.
No.
If something cool happens, cool. But
you can have more than one screen open at a time. You know.
No, I can't. It is Valentine's Day. Do you know how hard it is to have?
They're just
one
going to
screen open?
I'll spill the beans. They're just going to debut a new UI. There's no game. There's no cast. They just know people care about UI, so they design a sick ass UI, and that's all it is. It's just one screen at the booth, a dope UI, nothing else.
We here at Sells Cabinets.
I'll buy 30,000.
There you go. It's the execution that matters.
That's right.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Well,
oh my goodness.
Get in so much trouble.
Yeah, let's not get anybody into any kind of disciplinary action.
No, it will happen soon enough, and that's part of the fun of it. So I'm happy for Basic Fun that they're going to have something to show, that they're having some fun with it, that we've got something we're going to be able to talk about that's not in October. I mean, how many times has it been like nothing, and then, oh, it's Christmas, quick, here's 3 brand new products or whatever. And it's like, oh, come on.
Quartercade out here spilling industry secrets. 6-player XL X-Men cab confirmed with a K. so you know it's real.
It's confused, I think, is more likely. But yeah, if you did that, I mean, you got to have the dual monitors. So
Yeah.
how that was.
Unless you get the console ROM and do it that way, then you'd have to do like a ultra widescreen monitor.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Yeah.
That's probably the modern way of doing it anyway.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then you got to deal with Konami, and then hopefully get them to re-release it, and then Disney's got to get their hands in it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a new movie coming out with X-Men in it, supposedly, Doomsday. You know, it's going to have some...
8-player double-decker cab. There it is.
That's only rumored. So
So not
I am going to screenshot that, though, and put it all over social media.
What are they teasing next? 8-player double-decker.
Okay.
Josh Dendy putting you on the Photoshop of that one. I think he'll do the AI generation of what that would look like. Josh Dendy, what would 8 Danny Cornercade players all at the same time look like? Go ahead and make that image.
The world will not survive. Please do not.
All right. So if anyone want to do a parallel contest to you and 3 friends playing at the same time, whoever could do the best 8 Danny from the Cornercade, all playing X-Men on a double-decker cab simultaneously. Perfect.
So Kevin, just know what you're signing up for, because you're gonna have to judge this, and somebody's gonna do it, and it's gonna be a video clip. It's not gonna be a picture. It's gonna be a video clip. And it's gonna be each one of them dropping in like Star Trek style. Guys, let's go. Guys, let's go. Guys, let's go. Let's go, guys.
Yes.
You did this. You did this. Remember that. You did that.
Gabriel Gray is right. It will be at XXL men.
Triple XL.
Yeah. I missed. Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, you know, I'd love to see that.
That would actually be cool.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get hardly anyone that says, "Oh, that's a bad idea." Nope, that's a good one. So good, I can't believe it hasn't been done like 3 years ago.
I'm surprised Danny didn't mention it yet.
Yeah, well, that's because he knew KFB console fanboy was here. He's, you know,
They tag team the topic.
There you go.
Tag team, okay.
Look, somebody wrap this up.
This is our problem. Our show starts strong for like 15 minutes, and then it's just all downhill from there.
No, it's not bad or anything like that. I'm just sitting there, I'm reading the chat, and I'm just like,
That's what happens. The chat, people think we go off the rail, but it's actually the chat that goes off the rail, and we just continue to engage.
I watched how many people are viewing, and if it starts going down, then it's like, yeah, it's time to wrap it up. It's not going down. That's the problem. It keeps going up.
Pause.
Oh man.
So somebody's gonna clip that, yeah, and
that's
congratulations, Paul. Yeah, congratulations, dude. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't go down. No, gotta see a doctor about that. Daytona, I would love it. Who wouldn't? Yeah. Don't know.
So you're turning into what you said you weren't gonna do. You're turning into the speculation.
Speculation. I just said I would love it. That's not saying it's coming. I'm just saying I would love it.
I know, but that's how the conversation starts. You know?
I write no checks. The person next to me writes the checks, but I don't, and he doesn't listen to me anyway.
Yeah, well.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion on something. I'll be like, nah, and he'll be like, yeah, but here's why we're gonna do it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you're probably right. Because he's
at dusk. Ooh, Duskcade. Has Wonderland hit shore yet?
No, that's
some of them have.
That's a legitimate question.
Some of them have. We're expecting to start shipping out the Kickstarter orders here. Hopefully next week is when those will start going out. So
nice.
That's awesome.
That's really good news. Yeah.
Yep. So those are hitting the docks.
That is excellent. They haven't announced that anywhere, have they? Is this sort of breaking news on that front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's your disappointed email for the evening for Kevin. Congratulations.
I'll get one.
Yeah.
I'll get one. Someone will be upset.
Yeah.
Console Fanboy says he'll super chat $50 if you tell us how many cabs will be revealed. I'll say 3. You didn't say it had to be accurate.
Accurate. Yeah,
It doesn't say anywhere that it had to be accurate. So I'm just going to say 3.
Pay the man.
There it is.
I literally have no idea. So there you go.
Pay the man. And that
Josh
is how you use it.
wants to know if the person representing Arcade 1-Up Official, if that person, they are going to be at Toy Fair. I would love that so they can actually be putting all the social stuff up, getting things out there. But guess we'll find out.
So you would think that they would put a post up of like, hey, well, it's not a public event, so it wouldn't even matter if they're like, we're in this exhibition state, we're over here. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter because you couldn't get in unless you know somebody in the building who would sneak you in on some Ocean's 11 type stuff, and then you hide inside of a laundry basket and get wheeled in. Yeah.
I assume, I don't know. I assume they have a booth at the show at the Javits Center where it usually is, and not an off-site thing. But I don't actually know. But either way, yeah, you can't just walk in. So yeah. Vicious would love to see anything Sega. There has been
spicy. Sorry, I was going to say a spicy George Washington can get you anywhere. Anywhere.
Yeah. It's true. I like this comment though because it has been a while. I feel like since we've seen anything from Sega, so I'd like to see more.
I haven't played Golden Axe in a while. That's not any sort of reveal. That was just me thinking out loud.
It's just Golden Axe is one of the titles that didn't you and your kids at the beach or something like that?
Yeah,
that's one of the titles.
Yeah, that's what my boy likes. My boy likes Golden Axe.
Aww.
Yeah. No, that's a classic. It's a good game for sure. Well, but the stupid fourth player button automatically casts magic because,
real arcade buttons are sticky as shit. So every time you start the level, the fourth player's just like, duh! And they throw their magic up the air. You're like, no one even there. It's just us sitting here. You just wasted 4 lightning bolt potions for no reason. But that's why we play the game, guys. That's why we play the game.
Oh, you gotta love it. Well, you said, what else was it? Gauntlet? I think that was one of them you said. Or maybe that wasn't at the same location that we were chatting about the one day. I forget what else was there.
Kevin did not confirm Golden Axe.
Well, confirmed it's a title you like to play with your kid. I mean,
it's a core memory,
Yeah. I have core memories of Neo Geo. That doesn't mean we're getting one.
You have confirmed that you have a personal life outside of this show. Yeah. Congratulations.
Ooh.
Nice.
Man, I know where I'm going to be Saturday morning.
Definitely not with the person you care about. We'll be right in front of the screen waiting.
Probably sitting on my couch playing Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah.
Every Saturday morning.
There you go.
Wait, which Assassin's Creed are you playing?
I'm doing Odyssey right now.
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
I don't know, man. Like, I like it, but there's some stuff about it I'm not a huge fan of. Like, they're getting real creative with some of the romance storylines. It just doesn't really speak to me quite the way some of the older games did, and it's getting a little uncomfortable, but whatever.
It's Assassin's Creed. You're allowed to bash that game. Absolutely.
Yeah. There's some stuff they do right, though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Why is there people talking about Diablo 2? Did they announce Diablo 2 remake or something? Did I miss that? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I'd be into a Diablo 2 remake.
But 4 just charged $40 for an expansion. It's too much, dude. 40 for that, dude. And I still have mods to kill on wilds before freaking it's too much, man. Too much. Game has to be time has to be spent very wisely. Very wisely.
Now, I do like this question because this is something you can say it's not speculative, it's not revealing anything. It's just what you like, what games you like. What would you wish to see announced or revealed?
That's hard because there's a lot.
I mean, besides Qbert.
I mean, that's the obvious one.
Besides Qbert, besides Spy Hunter.
Can I be that guy and say that I think Qbert's overrated?
We're all that guy, Mike. Actually, we're all that guy. Okay. It's like there's 5 people and they're all named P-dubs. Who?
No. Qbert's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just in the whole ecosystem of like I want this title. I I, I don't understand it, bro.
It's got high nostalgia. It's fun to play for a while, but it's like out of all the games that you could possibly have, is that really the one?
Cubert. I put Cubert in that area of Double Dragon where everybody remembers it being fun, and then you start playing Double Dragon Arcade, and it's like, oh yeah, that yeah. I don't know. It's
I'm the same. But what would you want to see, Mike? If you could, it's
in a perfect world, I
yeah.
would. In a perfect world, I would. This is just me being selfish. I would want to see a Time Crisis 2. That's just me being selfish
All
because I
right.
love Time Crisis 2. Like that's my jam.
I
So
That'd
like
be a
it.
good one.
I like it.
yeah.
That made me rethink my answer for a second now.
It's not like they're gonna make an initial D cabinet or nothing like that, dude. So yeah,
No.
realistically, I have to think about what they have access to, and they could potentially do Time Crisis 2 if they use something else to emulate it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's,
so
I'm gonna go with that.
you're still thinking a little bit like realistic. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be
Yeah.
realistically. I mean, I can't. What am I gonna do? I'm say, yeah, y'all should make Top Gun Maverick, and I know it'll never get in my house, but it's awesome. And yeah, no, I have to be
Yeah.
realistic.
Okay.
I don't know.
Time
I was at the
Crisis.
beach and I played on a 4-player Halo. Like that would be, if they want to come out with something,
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to
that'd
that.
be sick.
Place with Spartan Assault. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now if I'm putting on my realistic hat, I'm saying Mortal Kombat XL all day long because that should have already been done like years ago. It's just a no-brainer.
Okay.
But if I'm
I
putting
will.
on my slightly unrealistic but really really want it hat, that'd be House of the Dead.
Actually, can I change my vote? I'm gonna put on the realistic hat because I guess I'm the FGC guy, and I'm gonna think about my Discord, and I'm gonna say Tekken cabinet,
Oh,
Tekken one, two,
That
three,
would
and then
be
maybe 10.
yes. All right. Yeah, that'd be right up there for me. Top three. Dang. Ah. So Kevin, you'd go Halo. So you're clearly going out into the safe zone of things that will never be produced.
Things he
I
has to
just
say
want
they can't get in trouble with.
like
That's
like
right.
like can I make sure I accidentally don't ever leak anything?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, someone mentioned Virtua Fighter. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That I remember. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
No. I'm responding to Dre's comment. I have the Bobby Vu to die for build shooter build, and I can play Time Crisis 1 through 5 and
Yeah.
Shadow Tomb Raider and stuff. So yeah, I can do that. You just ask what I want. You just ask what I want. I mean, that's what I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
I think you'd get a lot of yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people here they'd be in for Tekken.
Tekken would be a good title.
I mean, I can't. I mean, fantasy would be Bucky O'Hare, but that's me. But
Yeah,
realistically,
that's
not.
probably yeah.
That's selfish. Yeah, exactly. See, it's niche. But
It is.
put Bucky O'Hare in the cabinet with Sunset Riders and Cowboys and Moon Mesa, boy, and you got a nice 4-player cabinet that you're only going to play with 1 or 2 players at the most. Yep, that's the way
That's
you like
true.
That tracks.
it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Violent Storm, Calyx, and Dinosaurs. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely slightly more. I mean, they're not obscure, but they're also not going to be like your mainstream Mortal Kombat level either. But yeah, okay.
They
Gauntlet
didn't they, they,
Legends.
they didn't say Biofreak, so I mean it's all good.
No. Yeah. 4-player Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. What did I miss here? Primal Rage. Yeah. Doesn't I mentioned P Dubs earlier, and I was just kidding about Kubert, obviously, but doesn't he have a Primal Rage? I
He
think
does.
I think
He
he
does.
does.
He got it for a steal too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat's a no-brainer. Yep. 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 It is. One of these days, I'm gonna go back up to see if I missed anybody. Time Crisis 2 with the retro shooter Reaper, linkable cab technology.
Yep. Yeah,
I
like I said,
would.
I can run it. I can run it right now.
Are you doing Simmons or retro or something else?
Uh, I have retros currently.
Yeah.
I thought about Simmons.
Don't do
They're
it.
still. That's it, and that's what I heard. And
Don't
that's why
do
I was
it.
just kind of like. And that's why I was kind of like, you
I
know,
sold my Sindens to get the retro
it's
shooters, and I am not. I don't regret that a bit.
it's one project at a time. And currently, my focus is on the off road challenge and Cruising USA in my garage. And one can
Nice.
stay, and one's got to go. so,
Ooh.
so, so,
Okay.
so here's nostalgia for everybody who keeps asking about Cruising USA's. Right? If you are over 6 feet tall, you do not fit in those seats.
Oh yeah, they don't go back very far at
dude,
all.
dude, I literally sat it. So we picked it up and I sat in it in the garage while we were testing stuff, and like my knees hit the panel like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I
How
looked, I was like, well, yeah, you're gone, dude.
how tall are you? How tall are you, Mike?
6'3.5".
Okay,
I'm
because
not that, I'm not
I
that
sat
tall.
in
I'm not
one
that
over the
tall.
holidays at an arcade, and it was a tight fit. I'm just slightly shorter than you are, but it was tight.
Yeah, and I was just,
I
I was
was
like, dude, no, no.
yeah, I was uncomfortable with that. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't it. I don't know if I think I caught this one earlier. Smash TV, Carnage, Robotron. That also kind of seems like a no-brainer. Now, how you skin it,
Feasible.
I don't know. I'd like to see some kind of scenario where you could somehow buy the one cabinet with those games and have the option to either like order a different art package or just somehow have the option to get the other marquee title that you want on it. And I don't know logistically exactly how that could happen, but I'd love to see something like that.
Be a nice made-to-order service that a company could offer and
I'm sure if you
partner with
could,
another company, and that kind of cool stuff.
I'm sure if you could do that, yeah. Tapper, yeah, that's a funny one. Now this comment here from Devastator Omega, that just like yes, just in general. What was the
You
last
have you
time?
you got to
No,
caveat that it's got to be good ones. It's got to be good arcade. You got to be good shooters and like gun games. I
yeah,
mean,
but there's so many good ones still left out there. Point
yeah.
blank.
I'm genuinely surprised that like nobody's done Area 51 Maximum Force.
Yes,
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
yes.
surprising to
crazy.
me.
That's
Yeah.
that's an auto buy.
That's another no-brainer. Yeah, there's all the Virtua Cop. There's Silent Scope. I mean, you could just keep going and going.
I don't think they'll ever make Silent Scope. I don't think they'll ever make
Maybe
Silent
not.
Scope
I don't know.
because of
The
what you have
kids
to
got
use.
too good at it.
Yeah, in real life, sadly, yes.
They trained enough people, and now we can't play it anymore.
Yeah. Ugh.
Gosh.
Yeah. This comment here, it was. So I had it hooked up to my 65-inch TV, and the border still was not an ideal setup for me. Retro Shooter has worked every time,
Yeah.
like day one. It's just rock solid, and I like the way the guns just feel better in my hand. They feel better built. I don't know. I just like it. Area 51, please. Yes, thank you. Yep.
What was that? What was that? Oh, I heard it was the 2 hour mark. That's what I
What?
heard.
What? Oh crap! All right, that's the bedtime. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just had to bring this Blitz and Showtime. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think the market is probably so Blitz shy at this point. I just can't see it.
I don't think that, because even if you redid Blitz now, you would still have to follow the same rules the last time
Yeah,
you did it. It's like
yeah,
Yeah.
after the
and that-
WWE debacle, like I don't want
And that was-
anything with real people in it ever again.
And that
It's
was
just-
literally all the NFL too. Like that was a
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool thing about doing the interview with Chris Carter. Like because we got to talk to him for like half an hour before, like half an hour afterwards, and he was literally like, he's like, yeah, dude, the NFLPA, they're like, dude, with all the concussion stuff, he's like, dude, they do not want any of that in the game. He's like, and there were a lot of people that advocated for it to be in there, but their hands were tied, so they had to remove it.
I
It
feel like-
sucks. It is what it is.
So the people that weren't concerned by the late hits stuff like that, I feel like there still was a market that wanted that, but I almost feel like they just they made too many
They
units.
made so many. Yeah. They
Yeah,
made so
and
many.
I don't know what they paid for the license, but probably high licensing costs, made too many units that had to be written off and all that. The only way I could see it happening now is if you had enough people that were still okay with the caveats that you just mentioned, and they made a very limited quantity. Like maybe we're talking like maybe whatever, like 2,500.
And it would have to be in Spanish.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. Halftime shows. This show has been brought to you by Turning Point. See, there you go.
Oh, too far. Too far.
Oh, that was too far. That was the thing.
far.
That was the thing.
You got to infer the punchline. You can't say the punchline.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my problem all along. Vic Vicious hit us up here. Thank you for the super chat. And why isn't anyone talking about open ice? Well, I guess we could.
Let's talk
Any
about
thoughts
it.
on it? Yeah.
I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah, we don't have any hockey games to date. I mean, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of hockey games myself, but I think there's a big enough market for it. I don't know why you couldn't. Do you think Mike would have the same issues with licensing stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah. I think hockey will get more of a pass because it's arcade sim. It's not really like you're not doing all the extra. Let me clothesline somebody. The most you're getting is like NBA Jam. You're pushing somebody down and you're deking. Like you can get away with open ice, but then the question becomes, what do you put with it? Like that's the question. Unless you're willing to pay for a standard flat out open ice, I can't think of any other arcade open hockey titles like that. Don't quote me on that.
Was that Konami?
Don't quote me on that. Yeah, that was Konami. That is Konami.
So what about some of the other Konami sports titles that were kind of?
Well, you could do a sports title cabinet. Like you could do that, and then maybe partner with NBA or whatever else. But then you have to think everybody's going to want a piece of that pie. You know what I mean? I mean, Kevin, you would know more than I would, but I would just assume everybody would want to get paid. And then there might not be enough to make it viable for them to even make the cabinet.
Like a beach volleyball.
Yeah, it is Midway, not Konami. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I said Konami. Everything's Konami tonight, man. Everything's Konami tonight. But no, it's Midway. So you could do that with
Midway. Okay, yeah,
and yeah. So I mean, it'd be cool to see, but then how many people are going to buy it? But they did put out Simpsons with just Simpsons and Simpsons Bowling. So open ice by itself, maybe. Now now I know why I said Konami because I started thinking about Blades of Steel.
That's what I was thinking of. Yes. Thank you. Yep, that's what threw me off. Yeah, because I used to sell those by the dozen for the NES back in the day. Lost my train of thought with that. But I guess I did want to ask if you've ever seen, maybe I should say, have the discussions you've been in, Kevin, ever talked about any hockey titles? Not saying there's any coming, but has it been even brought up?
I haven't talked about any hockey titles. I haven't heard that.
Yeah. Okay, well, don't know.
Good talk.
Yeah, I mean, there's titles out there. There's probably at least 4 or 5 hockey titles that.
What about like a soccer title? Too international. I wouldn't buy it, but I don't know.
Kevin, this is America.
Wait, you gonna have Bad Bunny promote that? What do we do?
See.
That'll be it, folks. Thank you guys for watching. I'm like this for the rest.
I bet you it'd sell. I bet you it would.
Realistically speaking, if they need to do a sports title, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm just gonna say, hey, just make a Tecmo Bowl cabinet. Like just make a that's just me being selfish.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Very retro, but very cool.
Or if they can get Neo Geo and do some baseball stars too. I mean,
the Neo Geo actually has a surprisingly good sports library actually. So I'd take half of those. But that's a whole. I mean, Neo Geo is a whole other conversation with licensing and ownership and get the Saudis involved. I guess I don't know. They own like 90% of the SNK. I don't even know what the. Yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot going on. I'd love it, though.
So, how about those Cowboys? No, I'm just kidding.
19K Fox has joined the stream.
No.
What is this one here? Partycades. Had a lot going for them. Lower prices, big one. Yep. Less floor space. Yep. Okay. I don't hear too much about them anymore, but that's interesting thought. Yep. Yep, Gabriel Gray's not wrong. Lots of good sports games on the Neo Geo.
Yeah, like Turf Masters would be really cool. Like that's what I said. Like Neo Geo has,
Yeah.
they have some titles.
Turf Master is
But
pretty fun.
chat. We're not supposed to be going down this route. This is become a wish list and stuff now. We're supposed to be. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that's console fanboy
is-
got us started. Dang it.
That's how our drunken nights usually go. By the end of it, everyone's just talking about what games they wish they would have gotten, and then eventually we
Yeah.
all go to bed sad.
So this is more like an AA meeting where everybody's
It's
sitting and then okay, gotcha.
Hello, my name is Paul, and I would
Arcade's
like to.
Anonymous.
Yeah. I think there's a show with that title already, so yeah, probably. All
You
right.
know,
Well,
I think I'm pretty well ready to wrap here.
yeah, I think we've done all the
Yeah.
damage we can do for one night.
Well,
Well-
appreciate everyone jumping in with us tonight. It was obviously a hoot. Moat, you brought the energy. Thank you. It was great to have you here. And
You did, and I don't want to forget. I may have been in the chat earlier, and I may have missed it. But you also are doing a fundraiser live stream, I think, for the Children's Miracle Network and your local hospital.
Oh yeah, so I guess I could chill that. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
officially March 1st, we're going to do the 4th annual Extra Life charity stream for the kids. This is my 4th year doing it. Yeah, we've raised over 5K and whatever else, dude. And I'm always down to help out and help the kids where I was right. So there's a bunch of prizes. Well, I mentioned Glenn earlier. Glenn sent the Star Wars yoke. I have an arcade 1-up Star Wars PCB, and GI Joel is going to be donating a riser. So essentially, if you really wanted to, you could makeshift and rig up your own arcade 1-up Star Wars. And then there is an Atari game station. There is a community bundle that has been built, and then I put together a 8-bit do bundles. Fight
cool.
stick or whatever else, right? And then there's a couple of small prizes, 25 to enter for the big raffle, 10 for the small raffle, and then there's incentives or whatever else. There's even an incentive on there for me to bring back Chill and Chill because y'all know I don't be yapping like that. But I'll do it if it's for the kids because I get tired of y'all asking me when is it coming back. So yeah, March 1st. The links it's already pinned to the top comment, whatever else, right? Somebody already donated, and I appreciate that. I will let them remain nameless. And yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. You guys, if you've ever been to one before, y'all know we do. It's gaming and random stuff and bad karaoke and whatever else, man. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Oh, it's
Excellent.
awesome. Love it.
everyone go check out Moat. Do it for the kids.
And he's got a lot of other content on other channels. And
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Listen.
Yeah.
One of those channels are secret.
Check out his link tree in the comments.
but only if you're a fan.
Yeah, only if you're a fan, dude. Yeah. My only fans actually is only me drinking protein shakes, and you can be part of it for $2.99 a month.
That is a metaphor. So
No, seriously though, this is fun, man. This is fun. I'm glad you guys are thriving and doing well, man. Legitimately. That is my fighting game channel that I couldn't mix with the arcade channel because YouTube's algorithm is trash. Yeah. So there's he's right though. There are 3 different channels or whatever, right? So if you can't see me one place, you can probably see me another. And yeah, man, this was fun. And I've been trying to get this to wrap up for the last 40 minutes. So let me stop yapping and say thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. And
Thank
shout
you,
out to the
man.
mods in the back. I see you.
Yeah. Doing a great
Josh and
job.
historian keeping it professional up in here for everybody.
Yeah, you guys literally you just need some New Blue broadcasting software. Their software is actually really good, But yeah, there's people in the back moving stuff around. That's pretty impressive.
Love
Some
that.
great production value.
Yep. Josh and David.
We just
appreciate it.
look like we don't know what we're doing.
That's the best. It's the best way.
It's all an act.
every single time.
It's
Don't
our
look like what we're doing.
shtick. All right. Well, hey, do all those YouTube things, guys.
We
Share
really
it with your
appreciate it.
mom. She would love the show. Give it a thumbs up. Argue with each other in the comments. And then everyone, Saturday, what are we
Yeah.
going to find out? What's the drops?
We're all gonna be.
What is it?
Yeah,
Can't wait to
excited.
find out.
Don't none of y'all get divorced Saturday. Please don't. Listen. It's the weekend. Them announcements ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, they'll be there. They'll wait.
All right.
All
I'll
righty,
see
well,
y'all. See y'all next Thursday. Have a good
see you
one.
Bye,
guys
chat.
later. Thanks, Mike. See ya, guys.
See ya. Thank you.